Okay, let me get things set up here. Let me see which one's perfect. I think the nut house one's perfect. Yeah, we'll go with that one for now. All right. Crime sleuthing. You have some explaining to do, bitch, because I'm going to tell you right now. You ain't going to walk around here calling people doxers. You want to say people are harassing you? Fine and dandy. I don't give a shit. But you want to say people are doxing you? Instead of making live stream after live stream that you have the proof, then put it out. Do it right now. And I mean it. Because I ain't playing. I've been through this shit once before. Ain't fucking happening again. We ain't going down this road. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, let me refresh that small memory of yours. Does this ring a bell? What about this one? Now, because somebody posted this on their community wall, because you were talking shit about them, lying about them, and because they tagged a few people in it, you're going to report this? You out of your are you? All right, I'm going to be cool about it. I'm going to be cool. No, Headstone, she's accusing me of doxing her. But we'll see, look, you were lying to your subs again. Not your first time doing that, while putting out false allegations against me, which is kind of rich coming from her. Tagging others you know have been harassing and doxing me too. Look who's tagged in this post. Decipher, LFT, which are TF and LFT. You got True Crime with Eve, which she has accused of doxing her. Queen Bee, which she's completely accused of doxing her multiple times over. Voice for the voiceless. Oh, would you look at that arrow right there? Who is that pointing to? Yours truly. So, Crime Sleuthing, are you accusing me of doxing you? Because that's exactly what it's looking like. Bitch. Bitch. You're out of your damn mind. So, you have some explaining to do. I've said this before. I've been down this road. Ain't been that long since either. Oh, wrong one. My bad. Now, okay, here's what I did with that bullhorn recording. I trolled you with it. He fell for it. Not my fault. What? You get a little antsy over it? Were you waiting for me to put it out? Here's a question. Have I put it out yet? No. There's still time. But it'll be on my time when I put it out. So you can get mad all you want. You can say I'm salivating over it. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. But in due time, I will put it out. But you accusing me, along with other people, of doxing you and harassing you, that ain't gonna fly. Now, I ain't harassing you. I ain't going in your comment sections, leaving messages. You can't prove otherwise. I ain't going into your live stream comments, leaving you comments in there while you're live. Can't prove otherwise. I wouldn't touch your channel with a 10-foot pole up my ass. No way. But I would love for you to put it out. Put out where I've doxed you, bitch. Put it out right now. Because you ain't going to loop me in with the rest of the people that you have accused of doxing. And I can guarantee you that LFT and Tia Dash, they have never doxed you. That's not in their blood. They ain't going to dox you. They don't give a fuck about you. One thing they did care about is when you called them scammers and you went for a victim's family. That is what they cared about. Why? Because you made a pledge and you couldn't keep up with it. You want the proof? I got the proof. It's right here. And I will play it. Where you went after the father or stepfather of the victim. And he spoke. And he sure did. So, what about it? Haven't you been proven enough? But now you still want it, don't you? You still want people to talk about you. You love the attention, huh? You kind of give up the Bullhorn Betty vibes, but you kind of, now I'm probably going to eat shit for this. That's fine with me. I will. You kind of make Bullhorn Betty kind of look like a saint. You kind of do. I would say probably about 40%. That's about the average I will give. Because when Bullhorn Betty's done with you, she's done with you. She's going to move on to somebody else. But you latch your hooks onto people and you don't leave them the fuck alone. And you know that to be true. I have dealt with you during Quentin Simon because you would not back off that case. You would not leave people alone. I went after you in comment sections. That's the only time I went after you. I left you in the dust last summer. You can make the claim that you don't remember me, but girl, I don't know how you can remember me when I've had the same name since I came on this platform. I've had the same name before I came on this platform. My name has never changed, with the exception of maybe having Earth introductions, Earth intro, Earth exposure files. But never once has that name ever changed. Earth has always been my freaking name. But you know what? Not my fault that you're forgetful. You get to see the real side of me. And this is not the side I wanted to bring out. So congratulations. You get to see the evil side of me. See, I'm keeping my language to a minimal because I can call you every single name in the book right now, but I won't. Why? Because I'm not going to disrespect the people in my chat. Now, for this. You kept on and on and on, and you continued to comment on that community wall of Tia's. Why? Because you made the claim that they keep going after you. That's weird. And funny at the same time, to be honest, it's funny. Sorry, guys. I'm not paying attention to the chat. Give me a minute. Hey, LFT. All right. Give me 1 second. Well, I'm way behind in my chat. Damn. Okay. Not bad. I just went on my rant. Tanga, Precious, Madison, Stacy, Soup, Six Up, Limey, Lindsay, Quindala, Amac, Laura, Headstone, Georgette, and Mr. Happy, Twist, Hey Wee, Mazakine, Hey Crystal, Tessa. Did I say hi to you, Tanga? I think I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Rockabit, Rocco. Hey Izzy, love you too, honey. Hey Voices, Iris, KK. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Tia. I told you to stay out of this chat and focus on certain individuals. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Hey, Heather, Laura, Mystery, Aussie True Crime, Rainbow Mom, Small Round Cheese Block. That name makes me giggle. Hey, Kaz, Curious. All right. Anyway, so what was it that you kept doing there, Crime Sleuth, and you kept commenting over and over on this community wall? Listen, I left a comment. I sure did, telling you to basically back off. But did you? No, you didn't. Told you to leave them alone. And what did you say? They're all over chats spreading BS about me. Really? Because see, here's the thing. We're all in the same chats together. And the only thing they're doing is reacting to the BS that you have put out. That's what they're reacting to. So tell them to stop. And same for you. What am I doing? That's funny. What am I doing to you? What? You can't handle being trolled? You poor thing. Get used to it. You know why? Do you know how many trolls are on this platform, honey? Too many to count. You don't like it? Goodbye. Go. Deal with it then. I don't care. But you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just calling you out on your bullshit. That's what I'm calling you out for. That's it. That's all. Nothing more. Nothing less. You don't like it? Don't do it then. And you won't get called out. It's that simple. It's so easy. All right, Tia, honey. Take care, babe. Give my thoughts and prayers, okay? Give my thoughts and prayers to him, okay? Be good. Everything I've said and done has been in self-defense, not offense. Self-defense. Excuse me. Self-defense. Do you know what you even wrote? Were you half asleep when you wrote that? Were you? Because I got some serious questions about that comment. There's no self-defense. Everything that has been said about you has been debunked because of the lies that you put out yourself. Nobody else did anything. Nobody edited phone calls. Nobody edited a missing child flyer. You did all that. No one's been going behind the scenes doing anything, contacting other folks and trying to ruin things for them. But you have. You've done it with who? Oh, Melissa Jade, whom by definition you kind of do have an obsession with. You need to back off of her too. So let's see what else you commented on. You see, you got people in here saying, get help, just stop. And what do you say? You all stop. And it all stops. What? Stop what? Calling you out? Why? You want people just to sit back and let you continue lying? Let you continue doing what you're doing with cases? Cases that can potentially harm. You want all that to stop? You want us to stop calling you out for that? I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen. Because see, the folks around here, they care about those cases when it comes to true crime. We care about that. We care about the justice. We care about the victims. We care about their families. We care when justice is served. That's what we care about. We care when the suspects go to jail for the crimes that they've committed. That's what we care about. But you want us to stop all that, right? You want us to stop caring and so you can go on and try to ruin it? You want us to stop so Bullhorn and Dolly can do what they're doing? Because, one day, those two are going to potentially fuck up a case. But, of course, you don't realize that, do you? Of course not. Okay, do you have receipts? And you got these on and on and on. And you got more here. And you got Tia saying, prove it. You now have the responsibility to put out your findings on me harassing and doxing. Continue to false reports. That is true because you are false reporting people. You said the names in your video. Now, I'm not going to play the video because everybody's already seen it. I mean, fuck, that thing was passed around like wildfire. I didn't include all named. Otherwise, this is slanderous and defamation. Put up or shut up. Actually, do both. I agree. And then you got all these. Let me take this banner down. And then Crime Sleuth and Tia. You think this is a fun, harmless little game, don't you? You done actually slandered me big time. What has she slandered you about? For what? Everything's been proven. What she slandered you about, Crime Sleuth? What? Because of the pledge that you made that you never, let me see. Oh, the pledge that you never paid up for. I mean, is that what it is? Is that, and what? You were embarrassed because Deets did a good thing and our community helped? Is that what it is? Because you got embarrassed by that? Is that what it is? You do have the Amber Heard effect. You do. And that's actually pretty sad. God, I do not miss that case whatsoever. I'm so glad that case is over. Okay. You done actually said to me big time directly, and you allowed it on your panel, which you're responsible for. And what panel would that be? Would that be the one that was last week? Because by definition, I was on that panel. So you're going to hold me responsible too. That's good to know. Because if you're going to hold them responsible, you're going to have to hold me responsible because I was up there as well. And I wasn't quite nice either. I had a few choice words to say about you as well. Oops. And I'm not sorry about it either. And now this post you tagged me in, this is a you problem. And what problem is that? What? Oh, is it because you claimed in your live stream that Voices passed her a file on you? That's good to know. Because you know what? We're going to watch Tia's. And Tia's fully aware of it. And I've got her full permission to do it too. I sure do. But let me ask you a question. Do you really think anybody gives two shits about your personal life? Because I don't. I don't care about you. The only thing I care about is the people that you affect, the people that you hurt. That's what I care about. I care about the victims. That's what I care about. I care about their families. That's what I care about. I care about the justice those families get. That's what I care about. I've been in this game long enough. I've been going after people like you long enough. I've been calling them out long enough. And I will continue to do it for however long I am still around. But the one thing I will not, and I repeat, I will not allow is for someone like you to try to loop me in saying I am doxing you. Because bitch, you know that is not true. You can't prove it otherwise. I would love for you to go and put it out right this second. Do it. Do it right now. And I mean it. Go. Hey, Melissa. You heard me. Go do it right now. Now, in that live stream of Tia and LFTs, whatever Voices and Melissa received, whatever they choose to do with it, that's on them. Has nothing to do with me. Anybody else that received anything about you, that's on them. Has nothing to do with me. So you're trying to loop me in with bullshit that has nothing to do with me. Now, going at you in chats that I frequent on a daily basis, that's not harassing. You need to go online, Google it, and bring out the terms of what the definition of harassment is and read it to yourself. Memorize it. Do it. Go ahead. Go on. I'm sure you know how to work those little busy fingers of yours and Google harassment and look up the definition. Because it ain't that hard. Now, as for doxing, well, let's get into that one real quick. Yes, there is a yes and no to doxing. No, you cannot be doxed more than once. And yes, you can be doxed more than once, but there are stipulations to it. Do you know what those stipulations are? Go look it up, because I'm not going to do your bitch work for you. I don't do bitch work for people. If I'm going to do any work for anybody, it's going to be for myself. for my own edification, my own research. So you might want to look up what doxing is. Now, you have claimed and claimed that you have been doxed and doxed and doxed and doxed and doxed. It's like, dude, you can write a freaking song about doxing as many times as you brought it up. But who was the first person you accused of doing it to you? I can name 2 people that you accused. Now, I'm not going to say it was Perplex because I don't know that to be true. I have heard that you've accused her, but I don't know that to be true because I never heard it for myself. I only heard 2 people that you've accused. And those are the 2 people that came out of your mouth directly. And I even saw somebody that you accused post it in a chat the other day when I went at you. Yeah. Does Queen Bee and Captain Napkin ring a bell? They sure do, because you love spitting out their names. Yeah, you've been accusing them for a couple years. Now, those are the only 2 that I know of. Anybody else? Nobody has doxed you. That video from your little protest, I don't give a fuck all about that stupid video. To be honest with you, I can really care less. But see, that's not doxing you. If you got a problem with that video, you need to go take it up with that guy because he's the one that has it up on his channel. It's called fair use. Do you know what fair use is? I'm pretty sure you don't. I'll show you. It's actually pretty simple. I mean, hell, even a monkey can follow it. Don't mind me, guys. I'll be with you in just a second. I will get to you guys in a second. I know I'm not looking at chat right now. One moment. Okay, now I got it. Let's pull it up, shall we? Current Sleuth, I hope you got your glasses on because you may want to read this. You see what that says? A fair use disclaimer. Or, better yet, yeah. So therefore, to be honest with you, I can actually use your work and I can commentate on it. As long as I use it within fair use. As long as I can transform it using it within the proper fair use. Isn't that weird? I mean, I kind of find it weird. But then again, I'm not even entirely sure you know definitions of any kind. I highly doubt you even read a dictionary in your lifetime. Might I suggest you go buy one? The newer edition. I mean, hell. I forgot. Do you know how many dictionaries they've made over the last, I don't know, 70 years? Even if they've been out that long, I really don't know. I'm only 40. I've been through several dictionaries in my entire lifetime. I've actually had to read them, and they're not fun. But they're actually quite fun if you ask me, because you learn a lot. So I suggest you go buy one and read it. Now, I'm going to get into this. Let me get to the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not even looking at it. I don't even have it pulled up. Hey, Granny. Speaking of that, when you got off of Deets the other night, you told people to be kind to you. You know, it's laughable, right? Nobody's going to be kind to you. Mark my words. And the fact that you made that little tidbit statement before you jumped off the panel. Stop it. Just stop. Because you are ridiculous. And you are a menace to YouTube society. You don't want the drama, then what the hell are you even doing over here to begin with? You know the pigeon that you hang out with, you know that channel? I'm not even going to bring up her name because she's irrelevant in this stream. But that one, she's a drama channel. She ain't a true crime channel. Did you not notice that? So when you hang out over there, I have a little secret for you. She's a drama channel. You're in the drama. Congratulations. So therefore, you want to be part of the drama. You want to be in on it. You want to thrive on it. So don't cry and say you don't want to be part of the drama. Welcome to the drama community, crime sleuthin'. But you're barking up the wrong tree around here. You're messing with the wrong people. Because over here in the drama community, we're all about receipts, honey. We're going to bust them out left and right, left and right. And our receipts are legit. Same with true crime community. They're going to bust out the receipts left and right, left and right. I'm surprised you haven't even grasped the concept of that yet. Since the receipts have been thrown in your face for I don't know how many weeks now, 2.5. And you still won't go away. You're like a little gnat. You just don't go away. Oh, I know. I know, Melissa. I know you won't share it. But she thinks that. I'm thinking that she might believe that you'll share it with people. But see, that's why I said, whatever you and Voices got, you guys are going to do what you want with it. But it's not going to reflect on me. I have nothing to do with it. I never got shit. I don't care to get anything. And even if I did, I would toss that shit right away because I don't care about anybody's real life. I can give a fuck all about it. Your personal life has nothing to do with me. It's your actions that you put on this platform. That's what I care about. The people that you go after on a day-to-day basis, that's what I care about. And I will call that shit out. You're good, Melissa. You're good. I got you. Man, I'm way behind. My bad. Oh, yeah, it's in the community wall, but you weren't tagged in it. I was. But it's in the stream that LFT and Tia had that one day. I'm going to pull it up here in a minute. Let me get ahead of these. Yeah, I got that one. Hey, Pepper. Movies families yes, swore they squashed it. Yeah, they did. Or at least I thought they squashed the issue, but apparently Crime Sleuthing, she's starting up her shit again. But yeah, I thought they did too, Brianna. See there, Crime Sleuthing? Melissa J didn't share any of it. Why do you have an obsession with her? Once you get to know Melissa, you'll actually like her. She's actually pretty cool. Hey, you do you. But don't be crying when somebody makes you cry. Oh, wait, too late. Should we reflect on Purple's panel? I will say, and I'll say it again, that was quite a laugh I had. Why? Well, it's because you claim people were bullying you. Wow. And you're going to cry about that? Shameful. Such a shame. I specifically said in that chat that I would not share anything. Exactly. I was in that chat too. See, you forget I was in that chat, Crime Sleuthing, because I know you were watching that night. It's like we had that funny feeling that you were watching. Like your presence was there. So, yeah. Hi, Gavel. How you doing, sweetheart? LFT. Hey, no fear. Never overused term on this one. Yeah, it is. It's overused. Nobody really follows it. Hey, Metal Clips. Hey, Holly Dolly. Dog K. Melissa, what time do you go live? Yeah, it's been a long time. Hey, Shay. She's a wannabe victim. Agreed. I'm doxing Taco Bell because they messed up my food again. No fear. Okay, no fear. You got me to laugh. Congratulations. Did you know post docs GCS? Sue them immediately. Wait. Hey, Granny. I hope you're doing okay. Last birthday. Looking up something won't help her. She can't comprehend words. That's true. You can't accuse all of us of for something that we did not do. No, that's correct. Nobody did anything to you, Crime Sleuthing. The only thing that anybody has done is called you out and proved that you have constantly lied. Well, if that's a crime, well, hell. I guess we're all criminals. You hear that, guys? We're all criminals. Because we've been calling people out for years. We're all going to jail. We're all going to jail. The New York Post, as in no wonder Purple supports her. They are the same nasty kind of person. No, I think they all share a brain. She's probably watching this stream, stomping her feet and screaming and pulling out her hair, probably. Hey, Spudler. Hey, Archangel. Yeah, right? Archangel? But you back doxers, don't you, Crime Sleuthing? Let me bring that up, too. You back them, don't you? You support doxers. And don't say you don't, because there's proof of that, too. Yeah. All the while you claim you've been doxed, but you actually support it. Make it make sense. Oh, wait. Nothing you say makes sense. I forget. CS says she was taking legal action on Nicolino a while back. Guess what? Never happened. Right? I never heard that before. That's funny. How come you never did that, crime sleuthing? Hmm. Right, LFT? Okay, I think I am just about. Didn't she say her news clip she was showing on? I don't think so. Headstones. I don't think she did. Hey, Shifty, honey. How are you, baby? Commentary. I can't read today. Commentary channel here. I have fair used for years. Yep. Oh, but wait, Stinson, remember? I'm also a clip channel. Clip channels aren't supposed to go live. I have yet to be shown that proof yet. I'm still waiting, Purple. Can you find me the rules where it says clip channels can't go live? Because if you can, I will shut it down. I will never go live again. I'm still waiting. It's been all of a day and a half. And you still haven't shown any proof of it. Hopefully you can get her to understand. So far, no one has been able to. CS is too busy trying to be a victim. She is, but you know what? When you got people like Deets, you got Gavel, you got Tracy, you got Melissa, LFT, Tia, and others trying to get it through her head, and she's not listening, there's no way I'm going to get her to listen to me. No fucking way. But I'm going to get my point across because I've been down this road before, but you ain't going to accuse me of doxing. Hell the fuck no. That's going to be the famous saying forever. My dog stepped on the bee. Don't know what she's referring to, but FYI, we did not. Oh, but see, LFT, she's claiming that you guys did, and she's got it recorded. But we're going to show it. We're going to show it. We're going to see what she claims that she's got recorded. Right, Crime Sleuth? And we're going to see what you say you've got recorded from their live stream a week ago when I happened to be in the chat and then later jumped on the panel until they ended it. So I say we get into it. But let me finish with this. Hey, NJ. She made a drama channel for fuck's sake. Her backup is drama. Yeah, that's a channel, Granny, that's going to be used to talk crap about everybody around here. Her other one's going to be strictly for true crime. Sunny Cat. She made a singer specifically for drama. Yeah. She had people asking her questions the other night. The chat did. Yeah, I was watching that too. That was funny. I watched a little bit of it though. But then I had another panel to jump on to explain why Crime Sleuth in here brought up another creator who hasn't spoken your name in over 2 years. But you decided you wanted to bring her up. Why? Because I trolled you with the Bullhorn Betty recording. Someone doesn't like being trolled. But see, I also knew that recording that you had done with Bullhorn held a lot more than you realized, Crime Sleuth. I already knew it. I played it off. See, that's what trolling is. But you don't know that, do you? You don't know what trolling is. You just don't like being trolled. Like I said, get used to it. There's too many trolls on this platform to count. You ain't never going to get rid of all of them. Even some of the people that claim they're not trolls, they're trolls in their own way. So how did it feel? How did it feel to get played? Didn't feel too good, did it? Oops. And I'm not sorry I did it either. When you're supposed to not address stuff anymore and go up on other panels. Same night she jumped on dates. Exactly, Shay. You were just going to let it go, right? But you didn't. Is there a mentally ill corner of YouTube? I think so. I think it's called the knitting community, Rainbow Mom. I think that's where you belong. Not to mention she wants to control the narrative. I'm sorry, but people have opinions about her content and behavior driving it tough. Toughen up, Buttercup. Hang on 1 second. All right, hang on, guys. I gotta go check my block list real quick. Looks like somebody was blocked accidentally. Hang on 1 second. Melissa, if you're still in here, grab that, please. That's funny. Sorry, guys. I have to look for somebody. It looks like they got blocked by accident. Okay. Oh, the StreamYard link, honey. If you can. I don't know what happened, why she got blocked. I'll have to figure it out. Hey, Nonsense. Hey, Chris. Hey, Nikita. Hey, Kathy. All right, if I missed anybody, okay. So, let me get into this. So, this is from LFT's panel. This is from the night that I went up. And yeah, there's no chat. I don't know where the chat went, but it's whatever. I don't need the chat because Tia basically pulls up every comment. So yeah, hey Nunya. So what you're gonna see is all the chat that she pulls up, everybody that commented. So I'm gonna remove myself from the bottom here so everybody can see them. And I hope you're watching Crime Sleuth, which I know you are, because you've taken this whole thing to the next stalker level. It's actually quite fucking creepy. And I do have permission to play this. So listen very carefully.
Oh, yikes. I think a lot of people have a surprise, but I'm looking for it. Can I get a preview? Can I do a little preview? I know you have it, Shay. I'm just done. And you know what? To be honest with you, and I do stand by this, and y'all are gonna have to, you're gonna have to hold me accountable for this after tonight. It has to be done. I can't. I just can't. I cannot believe. I can't believe the lie. You know what it is? Like, I'm so shocked that someone
Does anyone
lies.
think she's do you think she's listening right now? Because I kind of do.
Hi.
Okay, just
Hi.
just checking, right? Like, I really hope she's taking a break. But the fact that her apology, she's not going to. Yeah, but again, I
No, at that time she was taking a break, but you know, when you take a break, I mean, you're literally taking a break away from this platform, away from YouTube. You're not even on YouTube. You're like literally away from this platform. You're not thinking about it. You're not even checking, you know, your notifications. You're not doing anything. You could care less about what's going on. That's what taking a break is. But nah, Crime Tiffany, you went live. You went live right after this, didn't you? Yeah, you sure did. And you addressed it. You addressed this live stream. Yeah, because I was in a watch party when you did address this. And I found it quite laughable, which is what I usually find a lot of your live streams laughable. So I wonder why my ribs hurt so much, because I'm laughing so much. This is how ridiculous I find you.
I am hoping against hope that she stands by and meant the words that she spoke in her apology and how she needed that for herself. And I stand by what I heard Lady B say, because that was an LFT move. I have to admit that would have been something I would have done, being like to the point where it's like, listen, for real,
She did a good thing.
talk.
She did a good thing.
She did a good thing, and I think that's kind of like, I put that in I don't see Tia necessarily doing that. At the end of the day, I could see like me having to tell Tia, you got to bear with me because I'm going to do it for the benefit of us all, kind of deal, and we're all going to have to deal with it. But can y'all imagine right now she does that apology, and then this next, and by the way, y'all know we haven't followed. It's like the Idaho thing. We have not followed. We followed the Sebastian case, but we have not dug into it, you know, in depth and discussed it like some people have. But I can't imagine. I can only see her sitting there. I hope she's almost sedated at that point, because you give that apology, and then this next interview comes out.
Okay, now everybody knows I don't cover true crime. There's a reason why I don't cover it. Why? Because it's too much. It's the kids that get me. Especially this. Oh, thank you. So, thank you. It's the kids that get me all the time. Elderly, that gets me all the time. It's everybody. It's all the victims that get me all the time. I just can't. Breaks my heart. Hey, honey.
Hi.
I'm wondering why you weren't tagged in all this.
Tagged in what?
This community war with the rest of us. Because you've been accused of stuff like this too.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. She seems to just throw it out at whoever she is angry with at the moment.
It amazes me that I'm now getting looped in with all of it when I have fuck all to do with it. I mean,
did you even receive an email?
No, none. I mean, hell, I'll pull up my emails right now. I don't mind. I never delete anything except if I get any emails whatsoever. When it comes to personal documents, I trash those. Anything else, I don't get rid of them.
Yeah. No, all the email, because she's like, all of you were giddy, and so happy to pass around my docs. First of all, I can't control what I get emailed, number one. Number two, I didn't mention it. It was only after someone else mentioned that they received an email. I was like, oh, so did multiple people receive this email? And I specifically said I would not be sharing what was in it. So you can't just turn around and be accusatory when I literally said I won't be sharing it. But it was just a YouTube link. And I think the article link, that's it. It wasn't like a bunch of personal information. It's stuff that's already out there, but I still didn't do anything with it.
It's just, I mean, it's so dumb. I mean, if you and Voices received it, that's on you guys, what you guys wish to do with it.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like Tia and LFT, they're getting looped in the middle of it.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, their names are getting brought up. They haven't talked about her. The only thing they've done, I've seen in chats, because I'm in those chats, is reacted to the things that she has said and the things that she's done. That's it.
Well, she takes that as an attack. You're like, she's being harassed. First of all, I don't go for looks. I won't go about your personal stuff. I will not call you names, despite she called me numerous names. But if you're lying, if you're doing something shady, it's okay for people to call out that poor behavior. There's a difference. And her issue is that she just accuses everybody, you're so immature, you're not listening, you're not listening. No, people are listening, but they don't have to agree with you. And I feel like that's where she keeps hitting the wall, is she so desperately wants to control another person's opinion. You don't have that right. You can't control what other people think. Like, I do not believe you, Crime Sleuthin. That's my opinion. You're just going to have to accept that, but you can't just keep running at the wall trying to force people to believe you on something or to ignore something. Receipts. I mean, we're the true, well, at least, a lot of us are in the true crime community. We go off receipts, so I'm not going to believe what you're saying. I'm going to look at what I can see as proof.
And the majority of us, even in my chat, are drama community, and we go off by receipts.
Yep.
100% all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, if we don't have those receipts, do you think people are going to sit and believe us? Hell no.
Well,
they're going to want those receipts front and center.
Mm-hmm. But if you dare bring the receipts, it's, well, no, you're taking that out of like, I know she yelled at both me and Dietz regarding an email. Read the email. You're not reading it right. Well, what the heck? Then you read it. Like, there's only she accuses you of taking it out of context, or then she'll get mad if you bring receipts. It's just never ending. But when she took a break, that was a personal.
Hey, Diamond Cutter.
Right? That was I'm gonna step back. I apologize. She was apologizing, I think, for the TBI situation, but you decide you're gonna take a step back and unplug. But then your excuse for popping up the next day is, within 24 hours, people were talking about me. That was your decision. You taking a break and unplugging was a you decision. That does not mean that everybody else, hey, ignore all of my behavior, ignore what I've done up until now. You can't defend yourself because I established I'm taking a break. No, when you unplug and when you take a break, that's a personal decision. And if you truly did, you would have no damn clue anybody was talking about anything. But that's just not the way it works. And you actually created an entire second channel to benefit off the drama, right? Now I could keep going and I could keep discussing this. For somebody who claims they don't want anything to do with this, you sure seem like you're actually getting ahead doing this.
And she is. And this was, even back in, the Quinn Simon case, I went after her. I didn't follow folks that were going after her at the time because I had my own dealings to deal with during that case. I was going after other individuals that were exploiting that case and that were making a complete ruckus and riot in Georgia at that time.
Yep.
So I had them to deal with. She was like the least of my problems, and I only saw her when she was commenting in comment sections. So yeah, I did comment and went after her for those too. Other than that, she pops up here and wants to go after a friend of mine and escalate from there. And she supports the real life shit. And there's proof of that, Crime Sleuthin. I don't understand why you don't see that. But that's the thing. Receipts. They're there. They've been shown. It's just right in your face, but you still want to deflect away from it.
Well, and even with the doxing, and I really want people's opinions because I'm curious, but she went by her full name at one point. She went by her first and last name. So let's say like I went by my first and last name. Now in a year from now, if I cut my last name out and I then from that moment forward only go by my first and middle name, well, is it a dox when people already knew it because you already were established with your full name?
No, I've had this discussion before with other people. If you use your full name on your channel, like, okay, say JLR, he uses Jonathan Lee Riches,
Mm-hmm.
and you put out his entire life story by going through his channel, I don't think that's doxing because your real name is on your channel.
Yeah. Well,
So I don't see that as doxing. I really don't, because you're using it on your channel.
right. I mean, I don't get, like, because I just heard her freaking out about an art, like even being pointed in the direction of an article that had her full name. But this is stuff that's publicly, like, you had to give permission to go on the news. You literally spell out your last name for them to publish it on the news and the articles and everything like that. You also go by your name and your face on your channel. And so is like you're terrified just from people finding it. You're acting like this is private information. This is personal details. With that article, it's just your name, which again, you've gone by already. And I didn't even share it, but I'm just observing from the outside. Like, is that not okay when you already were established under that name?
Well, if she used it as her channel name, and if that's what she went by back then, I don't see that as doxing. You went by it. People remember you when you went by that on your channel. So people are going to remember you. They're going to remember you had that, like, your legal name on your channel. They're going to remember that. Because you forget, folks have been here for years. They're going to remember.
She likes to play semantics, I noticed, like where she'll be like, well, I didn't edit that audio. First of all, if you want to go down the audio, like that recorded call, we can, because I've been sitting on what we've been working on for a while. Like, and I can show you how you absolutely manipulated that with the Cajun Navy. That was 100% manipulated. Now, when I say manipulated, it is not in its original. Let me be clear. It is not in its original. I don't know what you did with it, but you like to play semantics like that, where you'll say it's not edited because you did not go in and alter a voice, but it's damn well sliced together, right? That's the type of semantics she'll play. But she also just said that all of those recordings with Betty, oh, well, my phone was accidentally recording them. No. Like, how do you get mad when somebody doesn't believe that? That is not true at all. And you admitted to recording them, but now you don't admit. Like, it's just a cluster fudge.
It is. It is a cluster. It is. I agree. Like, you need to stop crime sleuthing. You do. If you think you're going to ruin people's reputation around here, I can guarantee you it's not going to happen. But I'm going to tell you this. You trying to loop me in with all this shit because I was tagged in a post and saying that harassment and doxing, bitch, that's not going to work out well for you. How well did it work out for you with Savage Live Media? Not very well, did it? No, it didn't. Now, I can put that out if I wanted to, but see, I won't do that. But I still will put out the recording of you and Bullhorn. What I'm curious about is how many phone calls did you and Bullhorn actually have between the two of you? I know how many, but do you know how many? I'll send that to you as well, Melissa, so you have a copy of it.
Because I remember her from back then, and I actually covered the Betty call leaks at the time, and I remember I called her out for it, but she was not under the name she's under now. But I never paid her too much attention until more recently, when I think she just really very much tries to insert herself. I don't know why. She's just, the way I perceive her, this is my opinion, she's not confident on her own channel, doing her own coverage, which she can if she really worked towards it. She's not dumb, like she could be organized and she could be efficient, But what she then decides to do instead is insert herself on bigger platforms, not even like massively bigger, you know, like, or at least the same size, and she'll find something controversial that's getting a like a lot of attention, and then she'll go in for the opposition to bring traction back to her channel. That's what I've noticed, but you keep getting yourself in a world of shit by doing that.
You do. And crime sleuthing. You put out enough about your life as it is. Going back to when I started going after you, I have found more than a couple of live streams that you have been on panels where you put out your life. That leaves you up for criticism and judgment. That leaves you up to having your life looked into by folks that you have pissed off. And heaven forbid you piss anybody off. God forbid for that. But see, that's nobody's fault but you. You're the one that pisses people off. You're the one that makes it where people go after you. But see, I don't dig into people's personal lives. I can give fuck all about their personal lives. What I do is I will go look on YouTube and find the panels that you've been on. That's how I look into you. That's how I get to know about a person.
Agreed.
Judging by the way they act on a panel. That's how I judge people. But their real life, I don't give a fuck about your real life. Who the fuck cares? Ain't my business what you do on the outside. It's what you do on this platform that I care about. That's what I care about. You're just another creator that is trying to fuck with other people. And now you're getting exposed for it. But it's over now. So keep crying. I don't care. Have your little bitch fit. But the shit's still going to roll down the hill. And the only person that's going to be smelling it is you. You're going to be smelling your own shit. It's not us.
Well, and she looks really silly because, like, even LFT, right? She was asking her chat, you know, like, I'm here to make a list. You guys give me a list of what you want me to explain. I am done going to other channels. I will not go on their panels. I will not go there. The only opinions that matter are of my people, my subs, my members. I am done. I will not go anywhere else. 1 hour later, you go up on Dietz's panel, right? Then next day you were in Queen's chat. You're doing everything you said you wouldn't. So do you expect people to just not see this stuff? And what really pissed me off is you accusing us of impacting your health. That is a very, very big accusation. And just like Earth got done saying, I won't dig into your real life. I don't play that game. I will not even call you a name. There is so much behavior to focus on. It'll be endless, you know. I'm not going to resort to name calling. I'm not going to look into your real life. I'm not going to be nasty, but I will call out the behavior. And for you to turn around and say that you couldn't go forward with a medical treatment,
oh God,
because of us, that was not okay. And that, listen, I am not going to prioritize your health before you prioritize your health. If your health is genuinely being infected, that's not what my intentions are at all. But that's when you need to unplug and log off. But you don't. Instead, you double down, triple down, quadruple down, and then dare us defend ourselves, acknowledge it. You turn around and say that we've affected your health. You need to be able to step back. And that's what you said you were going to do. You were going to step back. But no, it's nobody's responsibility for their physical health but your own. That's your responsibility. And you have no idea what any of us individually are going through. So to act like you're the one who's going through the most, that is so unfair. Some of us just choose not to share what's going on in our personal lives, but you don't know what any of us are going through. So the only person who is accountable for what you're going through with your physical health is you. And if you're not going to put in effort to try to help yourself, why is it on any of us?
Mm-hmm. That was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Kind of something, you know, that putting your personal health on everybody, that was bullshit. You know it.
It's a big
Your own. It was your actions that put yourself in that stressful situation. Nobody else's. It was all you're doing.
that was so shocking to me because wait a second, I'm just addressing what you're doing publicly. And you're going to say that's having such an impact that you can't go get a medical procedure? No, like I'll tell you what, if my health was being affected like that and I've done it before, you literally log off. You shut your damn computer and you separate. But for you to say that you can't take care of your family, that you can't fucking go and get your health taken care of, that's not on anybody else besides you. But I guarantee things would have fizzled out if you didn't come back and here, let me do this TBI poster, right? Let me do this. You come back and you don't just mind your own business and show efforts to just move forward. You do something that again gets you in the middle of shit.
Mm-hmm. Soup, stop. Stop. Sorry, she's cracking me up in the chat. But yeah, I mean, enough already. If you think what you're doing is affecting us, it's not. You're just pissing us off. You're just making it more easy for us to determine how full of shit you are and making it easier for us to expose you further. And if that's what you want, I'm all for it. I'm all for exposing you. I don't mind because that's exactly what I do.
And stop with the copying thing. Like, can I
Oh,
just
God.
say, on a petty level, this is nothing compared to everything else, but just like on a petty level, the copying that you're doing that you've already been called out for once, twice, three times. Like you would think like, all right, I'm gonna make sure not. Like I hear what you're saying as far as it's Canva. Like all creators use it. You're damn right. A lot of creators use it, but never
I saw
before have
that.
I had this issue with another creator. When you are every time you're going live that you're taking from one of the people that you're having an issue with, it's weird. So stop acting like that passive aggressive stuff you're doing nobody can see, and then when you're called out for it, you accuse the other of copying you when it could be debunked very easily. But you just resort to it's Canva. Yeah, it's Canva, but are we supposed to believe 8 times in a row you just coincidentally chose the specific thing that you're having an issue with, that, the person you're having an issue with, you're using their identical stuff? It's just weird.
It is. It all, like, I make my own. Okay, I make all my own shit. All of it. It's all by hand. You know why? Because I use my own creativity. I use my brain.
I wish I knew. I'm tech not savvy, whatever that would be, and not tech savvy. But like I know specifically regarding the things, at least with me, that she keeps, I'm like, it's not even like when you go onto Canva, it just pops up. Like I had to search for things. And so like, do not tell me you just coincidentally, after we're having all these issues, keep busting out the identical things that with the people you're having an issue with. That's weird. And you've already been called out for it. You've already been proven this once, twice, 3 times. So like when we're at the 8th time now, it's just really embarrassing.
Well, Avery, I don't even think that, I don't know why she's even mad at you. I really don't. That's odd to me. It really is. I mean, that's just what she wants. She wants people to feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her, not the least bit. Not even when she cried, I didn't feel sorry. I laughed, and I ain't afraid to admit it. I found it comical. I'll do it again too. She cries again, I'm gonna laugh about it. I don't care. Does that make me heartless? Hell no. Because she put herself in that position. Am I a bitch? Hell yeah, I am. And I stand proud on it. I earned that title. I'm not afraid to admit it. But I am actually a fair person. I can be nice. But you push me to the limit to where I am not nice. Well, that's your fault. You made me that way. But the moment you try to put me in as a doxer, hell God, no. You better watch it. Better watch some fucking P's and Q's, and you better put out that damn proof. And Crimson, I mean it. You better put out that fucking proof, girl. Put it out right now, and that's a fucking order.
You don't get to just lump a bunch of people's names in with one another and accuse them of something they didn't do. Can I play a clip? Can I play like a little 1 minute?
Yep.
Okay.
Of
hold
course. Not a problem. Just pop it up and I'll pull it up.
on. Okay. Hold on. One moment.
Soup, you're killing me in here. Hold on a second. I'm so going to get in trouble for this. Okay. All right, Melissa, can you guess who this is?
Oh my God, stop it.
I didn't make it. I did not make it. I did not make it.
I wasn't even on the screen. I flipped back and I saw
Hey, Avery.
that. Oh my God. But to be fair, I've said many times, have you ever been like laying in bed and like the FaceTime will flip on? I look like a thumb from certain angles, okay? Have you ever been laying in bed and like someone will call on FaceTime and you answer and you're like, holy shit. And then you have to sit up, because it's like, do I really look like that from that angle? So all I saw when you did the thumbs up was my face, but then I noticed the bangs.
We all have bad angles.
Dude, the angle from laying in the bed and like your phone is just kind of like near your chest and then you turn the camera on, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I didn't make it. I did not make it.
Melissa Jade, I wake up looking like a homeless person every morning. So, I mean, we all have like bad. I had to come up here though really
Hey,
fast
Heather.
and tell you, when I say I feel sorry for her, I don't mean like I feel sorry for her
You two headphones?
situation. Huh?
Oh, no. Go ahead. Keep
Oh
going.
yeah. I don't mean that I feel sorry for her situation or that I feel sympathy for her. I feel like when I say I feel sorry for her, because I think there's some illness going on, and I don't think that she can see what exactly is happening, or she won't allow herself to see what's happening. And so I don't want to say I mean it more in a pathetic way, because I'm not trying to be, that nasty, but I mean, like, I don't know. I just didn't want you guys to think that like I feel sorry for her, like I want to help her, or that type of thing. It's the opposite.
Okay.
Get it?
Did that
I
make
get
sense?
that.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if that made sense. And the other thing is that Melissa. So I know you already know this, but there's no way that you interfered with her procedure, which, I mean, it's not even really a procedure, because there's only two ways to get a ketamine treatment. One is by a shot and one is by IV. And people who have hypertension, which is high blood pressure, get them all the time. And I know because I've had it and I have hypertension. There's like a brief, if you get the shot, there's like a brief second that your blood pressure goes up and your heart rate goes up, but then it comes down almost to anesthetic level. So that's why her having high blood pressure would not affect her going in and getting that shot.
Well,
She
it's
can't
just
see. I'm one she can't lie to about it, because I've had the treatment. So
it's
there's
just something that you do not accuse. And like if I
right.
realize my blood pressure is getting high and I know I have like a procedure coming up or any health issues, it's
Hmm.
my responsibility to shut the computer down, log off,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
disconnect. And like I said, I've been in that place where it's way too much, and it was on me to have to
Hmm.
disconnect and unplug. But to turn around, and I know, like, listen, I may call out your behavior, but I am not like mean. I'm not going at your real life. I'm not going at your look. I don't do that stuff. So to
Right.
act like me just calling out lies and stuff you're actually doing regarding these cases is
Hmm.
so it's so impacting your health, yet you keep coming on and you keep going. So why is it
Yeah.
on just everyone else not to respond or not to address it? No, that's on
Yeah. I just didn't want you walking around even thinking that you could, even remotely have affected her getting that, because at the most, her doctor is going to say, let's give you an Ativan 45 minutes before we do your treatment. Like, I don't want her to put that on you, and you even have even the slightest thought in your head that you could do that to her. It's just not a thing.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
But
and that's the thing.
I'm going back down. I just wanted to come up, and I didn't want people to think like I feel sorry for her in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. You're
So
good.
thank you.
No problem. Thanks, Avery.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
Okay, so this is just like the little things. Again, this is petty. This is just small. But the things that she says, if you sit there on the panel, so easy to debunk. So if anybody knows, like from the beginning, I was calling her out because she was doing the copying things, and this is just how easy it is to debunk and how like opposite her mind works. I don't know, because then she turned around and accused me of copying her. Yet it's just listen, Crimson, when you're obsessively watching somebody, it actually gets into your mind, So what I think you're doing is you're watching all of us, and then maybe even subconsciously you're doing the same things that we do, but you can't turn around and point the finger at us. It's all you. So this is just a silly little clip, but hold on. This is an example.
I have no other accounts other than my brand new one that I just made for my second channel, which you're well aware of because you copied from that. And
What?
I'm going to be showing that on the new channel.
I
Yeah,
copied from what?
You did. But anyway,
Wait.
I am not
Let's go back a second. I copied from what?
on my new channel. In the description, I put "Buckle Up, Buttercups."
Oh,
Guess what
honey.
you put on your live last night?
Crime sleuthin. Okay.
I'm just saying, if you want to do
Crime
the tit for
sleuthin.
tat
Crime
image of
sleuthin. Go back into my descriptions. Probably once a fucking week. I have that in my description.
Whatever.
Honey.
I have no other accounts other than my brand new one that I just made for my second channel. I've got the videos. There's a whole channel that's private. It's got all of it.
Why the fuck you lying?
So it's simple. It's just little things like that, like silly things that it's like, I could prove like that. That's a lie, number one. But number two, you also said you have no other channels, no other accounts. You just admitted that you have an account on private that has everything documented ready to go.
Is that you, Robin?
Yes, honey, it's me.
Hi, honey.
Hi. I just wanted to come up real quick because something's been bothering me with this whole situation. I'm trying to analyze it all. The best my old mind can at 70. Melissa, you didn't do nothing, honey. And I'm sorry that you're, someone is trying to make you feel like you prevented somebody from getting their treatment. If you want to get your treatment, like you said, shut everything down and go take care of yourself comes first before YouTube.
Right.
But I've been thinking about this, and I wish I could have gone on a panel with her, but every time she goes up, I'm like, if I go up there, I might act stupid, say something, and then, she'll just go off. But I'm used to dealing with people. They put their heels, and when they think they're right, no matter what, into the dirt, and they're not budging. So if I was up there with her, I just want to look at this on another angle from somebody who has to find semantics every way possible to make themselves right. So, first of all, the video. I saw the video on her channel, which I've never gone on her channel. I happened to that one day. That video upset me very much because the way it was presented as if it was this missing child. And that really upset me because, number one, why would you put that kind of video up and then keep saying, oh, it really surprised me. Oh, I can't believe he said this. And if Seth wants this, anybody who can reach him, do that. Why would you even play it and not send it to the TBI and not even put it in your audience?
You came to YouTube with it.
Exactly. So that was number one. So I wanted to say this. If I was on the panel with her, I'd say, Okay, let's say you didn't edit anything and
Okay, 6.
everything that you put up there was absolutely your work. You didn't do nothing. Tell me why you felt it necessary to put that video up on a case where people, like even the parents, are going to hear that this child's body may be somewheres without telling the TBI. What kind of entertainment were you trying to put up for all your audience and got so excited that you heard something?
Oh, and the dad did hear on a live about it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I did see that. And he was like, well, I didn't know anything about it. He didn't take
Yep.
it real. Like by that time, he was like probably so wore out with stuff that. So that's another way of looking at it, because she wants to keep proving how she didn't edit it. But how about
we could do a live on that if trust me, she did.
Put the editing aside. Let's say you didn't edit nothing. What was the purpose of you playing that instead of giving it to the TBI if you thought that it had any? I follow all true crime of all cases. If you thought it might help that child, if you really care about this victim,
Views, a boost, money. That's what I'm saying. Like right after the whole issue between at least me on Dietz's with Crime Sleuthin was the Gonsalveses. Did she just walk away and go focus on her own thing? No, she got herself in another, let me insert myself too closely into a case, right? And let me do something like this. And if at first when she released it, she's like, no, I don't think this has any relation. She tried to simmer it down because it blew up real quick. And she said, I don't think this is significant at all. I don't think she was talking about him. And people are like, you need to send this to TBI. You need to give this a set. And then when she was called out for editing and splicing, she turned around and said, this is absolutely about Sebastian. This is absolutely about, well, which one is it? And either way, why didn't you go and send that in moment one? Because then you wouldn't have got the boost that you desperately needed from it, right?
And the important part to add to that, hello everybody, hello.
Hi, Miss Wee.
Hey,
Hi,
Robin.
How's my little wee weasel friend?
I know you've missed the weasel. I know.
Have you found any moles lately?
Well, I think you might find out sooner than you realize. You know.
I'm always waiting for that groundhog to come out.
Part of what ties together to what Robin just said and what Melissa has just said is that she is currently attached to another channel that provides supposedly a safe space for another mother of a missing child, and yet does that to a different family. And that's where the two things do not compute. Crime Sleuthin for months has ran around YouTube and has been saying some of the most horrific lies, and they are provable lies, provable fiction about Eve, true crime with Eve. She happily sat on a panel with AB while Eve's husband was doxxed.
Yep.
And she thought it was hilarious. I didn't see you crying then, Crime Sleuthin. I missed that.
And how about, I mean, like I said, she not only played that video on her thing and acts so upset that this was about Sebastian, when the first time I ever heard it, she went all over all kinds of YouTube channels playing that. So I hate to tell her, but you know, you can say I'm a true lifer, but I'm also for victims. I spoke to the police about that video. That was before I found out that everybody was debunking it or whatever, because that's not up to me to figure out. That's up to the police to figure out. So, yeah, I called and I talked to them about it. And I said, this could be nothing. It could just be somebody blowing hot air. But it needs to be, because I didn't trust anybody telling them. Right. I really didn't.
Yeah. Hey, Eve.
So, but that's that.
Hey. I didn't mean to bounce back, but yes, voices, that's why I'm sort of trying to join the dots a little bit. Because no matter who we are, we don't see all of the things. No matter how far you try to cover, there's always stuff you're not going to see. And she is trying to play very fast and loose with a whole lot of things. She happily did that to Eve, was proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she was, and I called it out, and I had Eve on my panel when she did it.
Oh, and then they had, when Eve went on to Purples, they had everybody up there going after Eve.
Oh yeah, they dogpiled her like crazy.
Oh yeah, it was 5 channels or whatever came up to go over it,
Mhm.
because she figured out something that Eve did, and then she had to prove her point on it.
Yep.
So,
But she never did.
Nope.
Nope. Because they ain't nothing. There's nothing. They have no proof. It's just their word. That's all it is. And their word means shit.
but
There
the
is no
point of the
proof when
matter
it comes to
is,
that channel.
how could you sit here and tell people, be nice to me, be kind to me, when
Right.
you're running around treating others like crap?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're affecting open investigations on children's cases. Don't cry wolf on this, because it really pissed me off. And then the other thing was, okay, let's look at this on another analogy. With you did right with that poster. I really do not think she gets what she did wrong by putting the picture onto the official document.
Well,
And
and it was edited. It was enhanced. It wasn't even the original.
I realize that. But if you put all of that aside for somebody who has to be right, okay,
Yeah.
forget that it's an enhanced picture, forget what she did, all of that. I don't think she realized that you cannot take any picture. I did hear Seth say it was okay, but I also heard him say they have to check with the TBI to put other pictures out. But how about the fact that you put it over the top of the original? That's the part I don't think in her
Or
mind she gets.
watermarked it. She watermarked it.
Yep.
I saw
And
that.
added her logo to it as well.
Sure.
I mean,
I saw
sure.
that.
Why are you trying to promote on getting this missing? Like,
Yep. Yep.
And they want to put out the official documents
You talking about that
because
one?
that's the
There you go,
most
Earth.
recent picture of him.
Right there. Send that
That's it.
watermark. That crime sleuthing.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's watermark.
Yep.
Oh, it has your
And
name
then
on
she
it.
puts an arrow to it. Here's my
No, I put
my
the arrow.
mark.
No, I put the arrow, Robin.
Oh, well, either
Yep.
way, there it is.
Yeah.
She had put it in a video as well. She had done the most. And look, I don't mean to cut you off there, Robin, but she is very determined to tell everyone that she has worked in a medical setting for a long time, as well as apparently 400 other careers, which is great. Love that.
Mhm.
But anybody who's worked in any professional setting will know that you don't go around altering documents that have an
Oh.
official seal or letterhead. You
But
just
don't
don't do
forget,
that.
she said that she called TBI and she spoke, and the lady laughed at her and she said, "That's
Right.
ridiculous. You're being trolled. It's totally fine."
I'm
And I'm
sorry, TBI will not tell you.
motherfucking Teresa if that ever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
TBI is not going to tell you that.
Right.
We
But
were not born yesterday. Even a 70-year-old woman knows better than that.
you think they use the term trolled? You're being trolled. No.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
And it was altered. It wasn't even the original. It would have been fine if she made her own like little layout. It's the fact that you put it over the TBI. It was an altered photo, and then you watermarked it.
Right. And even if it wasn't altered, all of those things, what did she think gave her the right to change a official Amber Alert poster with any picture because it was approved? It's okay to put it out as a separate one. Yes, a lot of people, because she tried to use that as a defense, a lot of people are putting pictures out of him. Yes, you could do that, but not over the official to cover up the original.
Right. Well, you know what she does to defend herself? She'll start to point the finger. She loves projection. So she will sit there and she'll say, well, let me list 5 other creators who have done this. Maybe so, but that doesn't minimize what you're doing. You can't say, hey, you can't address something I did wrong because, like, if I stole a Kit Kat from the store, I can't sit there and say I'm justified because Joe, Mo, and Schmo also stole a Kit Kat. No, all would be wrong. It doesn't lessen what you've done.
Hang on a second. A small round cheese block. We are not going to disrespect Seth's mother in my chat. Or Seth at all. We're not going to do that.
Yeah,
or his family. So don't do it.
They're victims.
I mean it.
Yeah, until we have
Don't
evidence
do it
of
again.
something else, there's nothing there. You can't be doing that.
The next time you do it, you will be banned from this chat. You got it?
We have
Don't
to
test me.
protect these
Don't mess
families.
with Maya.
I wanted to ask the panel if Crime Sleuthin did this to you and how she came into my or under my radar. So she emailed me, can I pick your brain? Says, hi there, my name's Debbie. I have a little channel, Crime Sleuthin, and I've been drawn to this case after Stacey Wandra did his interviews. Some of the things you said in your last live piqued my interest, especially the timeline and the parents. I'd love to chat with you about a few thoughts I've had and to see what you think. Would that be cool? And I'm like, I don't know who this is, right?
I love the way you read that email. I love that. That was beautiful.
Narrator with Eve, right? No, but then it jumps straight into, well, I have an Android and watching your live, you basically can edit the location data. Are you doing that? Trying to prove to me what she was doing. And I proved that it was false. I proved that and where she made her error. And she doubled down, then decided to get a screen recording of her own and then take control of what I had done already.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she does. So she comes in all nice and innocent and sweet and then completely flips it on you and makes you look like the bad guy.
Yes.
Hey, JBT.
That's exactly my experience with her.
Look what she
And but
did.
she will not do it to another person, Crime
Right.
Sleuthin. You will stop.
Did you see
and quit deflecting on other people.
What she did to Granny was awful.
Oh,
Granny
God, yes, it
the most
was.
patient, caring, and gave her every opportunity. Even when people wanted to come up and talk to her, she said, I won't talk if that person's up here. Granny put those people down, so give her the floor, and then for her to turn around and say, I'm going to just go to this channel. That is the channel that she has a restraining order on. What a spit and slap in the face that was. That's what she did to Granny's. That was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And God
She
bless
did.
you,
That was
Granny.
and it was disrespectful. But then you know what? She went up on Deets and did that apology. That apology is shit. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
nobody
I don't
doxed
believe
you.
it.
Nobody doxed you, honey.
Nope.
Not one
You did that
person.
yeah, you did that yourself. And you know it. You talk too much about your life. But you expect people not to say anything about it. That's not the way YouTube works.
Her wee friend does exactly the same thing with exactly the same results, and then wonders why, calls people stalkers and, threatens people with the popo, and you're like, no,
Hey, Deb.
no. I mean, that's adorable, but no. That's her terminology, not mine. I think you can tell. But it's wild. She is out here doing the most. If I can remember, Crime Sleuthing, when you came onto the scene, what the splash that you made promoting yourself in the middle of another missing child's case, it seems to be a thing. That's how your name was put out there. The people that you attached yourself to back then. So, I mean, if you're going to go for the person that put your name out,
Hey,
you would need
Duchess.
to go to the source.
Yeah.
But you're also responsible for that.
It's nobody else's responsibility. we're not responsible for your actions. We're not responsible for the bullshit that you put out there.
Mhm.
We're not responsible for your health problems. Nobody is. It's all you, all of it. And if you can't understand what responsibility is, well, I can't help you. Nobody can. Nobody on this panel can. But at the end of the day, you have to earn everything that you get. You earn everything that you have coming to you. And
Yeah.
I don't give a shit anymore. But you are not gonna do this to anybody else. Not anymore. You're done. Everything's
And
gonna be exposed. That's it.
I'd
Everything
love
that
for you to
gets up.
take that 8-hour trip. Take that 8-hour trip to Texas since you have family around here. Let's do that.
Oh
And I,
yeah.
Let's
and I
do
just
that.
want to say, I have never called the police on a case because I know I don't want to use up their valuable time. But that's how much that affected me, the way
Right.
she presented that. And it was like, and then by her saying, and there was all these people in chat. Yeah, we're going to tell the husband, the father, and I was like, oh my god, somebody's got to stop this. I didn't know what to do, and then I felt like such an idiot when I saw everybody's lives after that. Like, whoops. But I figured the police will figure it out. But yeah, I mean, and then like you say, you're going to take a break. Take a break, unplug. I've unplugged before. You have to unplug. Watch funny movies. Do something, get your mind. Go out and get some fresh air. But then double down, have your after dark, whatever
Mm-hmm.
uh, thing, and then go after people viciously on your comments. How
She's
is that
mean.
taking a break?
Yeah, she's not taking a break. And she's not satisfied unless you believe her. That's where her frustration's coming in. And she just calls us all stupid and idiots and immature and this, because unless you walk away after her rambling word salad with, okay, I believe you, then there's not, nope, she's not happy. But people aren't going to just necessarily believe you. And that's the one thing I took, at least from watching that video with the Reverend. It accurately describes how she acts on YouTube, in my opinion. It's you try to take people's arms, get in their face, and change their opinion. You can't just kind of like stand next to one and this is my opinion, that's your opinion, let it be. She has to
Hmm.
convince the person their opinion's wrong and let me tell you how mine's right and you need to walk away believing me. That's just not how it works.
Very entitled. What she did to that reverend who was only preaching the word of God. And all those people
Mm-hmm.
were going around him. It was horrible.
Well,
Do some background, learn your history, crime sleuthing, on what happened to those people on Black Wall Street in 1921, and their bodies still haven't been laid to rest.
Mm-hmm.
but even on a very basic level, you're not a good protest organizer if you have to lay your hands even gently on a person
It's still
to
assault.
assert your authority. You're not. You have
Right.
lost the argument at that point, no
Yep.
matter what you have done. Doesn't need to be aggressive. If the roles had been reversed and that man had
Absolutely.
laid hands on you
Hmm.
gently, I can not even count
Outrage.
the milliseconds between you getting to the police station. You would have been screaming the place down.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely. And it was like she was trying to get the attention on her and that guy screaming in his ear and all of that. Let's make it even more escalated, even more than it needs to be. That's all that was. Just a mob mentality.
Mm-hmm. I gotta hop down, but thank you so much, Earth, for having me
You're
on. And
welcome,
I guess
honey.
I'll be in the chat for a little bit longer.
All
Thanks.
right, honey bunny. Take it easy, sweetheart. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime.
Melissa, you did up. She did good. I wanted to say she, stopped something before it got any further
Yeah, she's
because
great.
that could have went everywhere. And I came in late, so I don't know. Did you play AF Pennington's video?
I have not.
All right, so AF Pennington addressed the whatever you call it in the room about this, about her putting this on there. And Steven said, well, she took it down, she made a mistake. But the whole video was discussing all about
It's
how
me.
these
Hey,
things are
six.
important. It's a long video, but she only played the parts
Hey, Keith.
that showed that this person did right by taking it down. So she didn't play that whole video because she was discussing later on how it's important just to keep that Amber Alert the way it is.
Right. Again, she edited something to suit her own version of events rather than playing the entire situation. It's a common theme. It keeps happening. It's a problem. Please stop doing that.
Yeah, she didn't edit it. She just didn't play it all.
Right. No, but that's it. You by nature, the selection of clips to play
Oh,
is editing. That by
I
nature of the definition. If we're going to be specific, she wants to be specific. So if you want to out pedant me, we're going to be here all night, crime sleuthing. If you want to get picky about the wording, we can, but you're going to have to get it right. You're not getting any of the words right, and it's letting you down. It's making you look real silly. Really, really silly.
And how about when Tiffany Marie came on Purple's channel and they were having a discussion? She had to go up with several other people and bring out all the worst things about TM and scream and holler at her until Tiffany Marie got down, and then she was laughing and saying, huh, another one bites the dust. So how come it's okay for you to treat people like that, but you don't want nobody to treat you like that? But I've never heard anybody say, oh, another one bites the dust when you get down.
Right.
You give what you give out, you get back. You can't treat
Exactly.
people like this and then expect others to even care. Sorry, I had to come up and say that, but I missed the whole thing. I'm going to drop down. Those are the 2 points that were bothering me. Like maybe if we look at it another way, like forget about trying to prove this or prove that. I thought maybe it could sink in her head. I don't know. But you probably know about ketamine. She described her having to have that does affect your emotions and all kinds of things. That's a
Well,
very, very
and
powerful medication.
one thing neither Robin nor myself would do is diagnose someone else. That was never our gig. We were nurses, not
Exactly.
doctors. There is a difference, and believe it or not, we know the difference. Thanks, Purple. um, but for when it comes to autoimmune disease, yes, it can absolutely alter your mood. It can absolutely alter other bodily functions.
It's
Being on
important to
YouTube
look.
is stressful. If you're going
Yeah.
to be here, there's going to be stress. It's that simple. It is.
And I'm not trying to say nothing about her. I'm just saying, please look up the side effects and how it may be affecting you. Anybody taking that medicine.
I'm so stressed out right now.
We all are.
Hi, Six Up. It's so good to have
Hi,
you back.
Robin.
Hey.
I've been
Hey,
praying for
everybody.
you. I'm so glad that you're okay.
Hey, Duchess.
But I'm going to drop down. Thank you for having me up.
LFT, you're killing me up here, girl.
We're happy to
Hey,
see you, Robin.
Stitches. We're so happy you came up. It's so good to hear from you.
And
And thank
her,
you for gracing yourself with on my panel. Thank you.
oh, I'm just a rambling little old lady, but I appreciate it.
I adore you. You know that.
Well, I adore you too. And you just keep doing what you're doing. Everybody just keep doing what they're doing. And I love you all. Like you're all like
Love
my
you.
kids because I'm like the old lady of the bunch. All right. I'm going to drop down now.
Love
Okay.
you. Bye.
Love
Bye,
you.
my little wee.
Bye,
Bye.
Hi,
honey.
Robin.
Bye, Robin. Hey, Stitches. What are you doing? You better behave yourself, dude. Okay. Mm.
I forgot that Crime Sleuthin said she was going to Texas until Eve came up here and said that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I have a question for people like Callie Dime and anyone else in the chats regarding things that had a hand in the actual hate train at Purple's channel within that chat. when you were supporting her. Are y'all going to stop doing that to other people and maybe apologize for your behavior on that? Or is it just because I have an opinion on Michael Vaughn's case that it was okay? That's what I
Well,
want to know.
that's kind of why I came up. I wanted to say and
Mm-hmm.
mention that you guys are talking about crime sleuthing stopping. I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to happen. I think it's
It'll
going to
never stop.
escalate. It's going to get worse. More people are onto her. I mean, look at my avatar. Look at her.
Hold on, let me see.
The bitch is insane.
Oh shit.
That's
Done.
that's right after she assaulted somebody, by the way. I mean,
Girl.
she just touched him though. Just a touch.
Yeah, just a touch. Mm-mm. That was no touch. We all know that.
And I'm
So
just
what?
catching up on all things crime sleuthing. So, yeah, I want to get on her list. If she has one, I definitely want to be on it. And I also want to know, do you think that I'm going to get struck when I play for everyone tonight the moment when she assaulted this gentleman? Do you think I'll get struck too?
Well, technically she can't because it's not her footage, but
Mm-mm.
But she will. I mean, it's
well,
happened before. I had Jenna and Purple striking for stuff that wasn't theirs and bringing my videos
right.
down.
Well,
Took a whole
again,
channel down.
that's where people need to be real careful. There's a whole lot of false striking going on to a whole lot of
Oh,
channels, and if they happen to communicate with each other and maybe make that known to YouTube, that's when YouTube takes action. It's not usually when it's against one person, sadly. We've seen that happen to many people, but it's happening so much right now that it's getting to that point. So if she wants to, she keeps thinking that we're all trying to deplatform her. No, no, keep your crazy ass on YouTube all day, every day. It'll give us content for years.
It's great. It's perfect.
exactly. But see, here's this. Crime sleuthing. What were you going to do with this? I mean, but, oh, look at that arrow. You were going to report their community wall? You were going to report Tia's? Really? That's a bitch move. That right there is false reporting. You can't report somebody's community wall because of what they said.
Also, if you look at that screenshot, the original comment is under her own original channel name. And then 3 comments down, it's her backup channel. So she's now using both channels to reply to the same comments in an attempt to make it look like there's more people defending her, which is kind of weird. Stop that.
Very weird. So weird. Oh, but you want to put that in there? You want to put my name in your mouth because I was tagged? You want to put that too? Because I told you to back off of them and leave these ladies alone because they ain't done nothing to you. So the last thing they did on you was, gee, I don't know, a week ago when I was up on that very panel, and you accused them of having your file. You say that Voices gave it to them. No, she didn't. There's no evidence of that. You got a quote unquote screen record of that. And we'll go through that fast.
I would love an explanation from Crime Sleuthing on how she thinks that doxing Eve's husband was in self-defense. Please,
yes.
Please explain that. We'll be sitting with popcorn. We'll not interrupt you. We'll take notes. Go for it, girl. We are ready for it. Say all the things.
She's really bad at answering questions, though. So you might be waiting for a while.
Oh, wow. Callie Dime has jokes, y'all. Callie Dime apparently has amnesia. She forgot that she went to all of these different channels and chat and talked the most shit about me, lied on me, and agreed to the hate. Maybe someone should remind her of that. I don't know if she bonked her head, memory problems, but you definitely did, ma'am.
Yeah. Because Callie Dime, you forget A lot of us are in the same chats that you are too.
Right.
We watch. I don't focus.
You've been baiting me in Deet's chat, Callie. Shut the hell up. You know you were doing that.
See,
Don't
I don't
act like you weren't trying to word salad your way out of getting my attention.
see Kelly Dime. A lot of us, even on this panel, even in the chat, we don't watch this. We don't watch the bubble talking. We watch the chats. That's what we watch a lot of. So we watch how they work. We watch what they say. We watch what they put in there. That's what we do.
And a few nights ago, whenever I mentioned Purple's name on dates, Callie did tell me to leave Purple out of it, as Purple wasn't there to defend herself. She didn't have that same message in her mouth whenever Eve was being dragged for filth. Or any of the rest of us, Six Up, the Jerks, anybody, Earth, you name it. We could pick anybody, but it's one rule for thee and not for me.
Exactly.
Apparently.
Well, maybe you can go back, Callie, so you can ruffle the feathers and get a live schedule, because I'm sure this is going to be content. So go.
What actions? Eve hasn't done anything. She hasn't done nothing. So why does she have to go look at her actions?
Callie is still very, very hurt about the recordings that were put out, made by another person, about another mother of a missing child.
Right.
She's still very hurt about that. Now, following that same token, why is that not a problem? Why are you not burning the place down right now, Callie Down, whenever there's very similar things happen? Or does that not matter? Does it not matter now? Which one is it? We're just curious. If it still matters, then tell us. And if it doesn't, then tell us.
Bashing and harassing. That's what she's going to say.
Or how does Sid say it?
Here's the problem. They can't debunk what I say, and that's what pisses them off so much, is that what I speak, they cannot prove otherwise. And that's what really gets them.
And then it resorts to them going after Eve and her family. And then resorts to another one, Crime Sleuthin, saying that she only lives 8 hours away. She may visit family. So what do you see that as?
Well,
do you see that as her going to
clearly-
visit family, or do you see that as a threat? Because I see that as a blatant threat.
Do you
I
see?
hear it as a threat.
See Callie's comment? Because I have a short
I
response.
can't see Callie. No, that bitch blocked.
Oh, wow.
It says,
There we go.
because it's not my story to tell. Well, in fact, I'll not interpret it the way that she said it. It's not my story to tell. Again, where was that similar vibe whenever the very channel you support and have moderated for was doxing and putting out personal information about other people? Where was that then? I did not see you, and I have the recordings saying that this wasn't their story to tell.
If you're going to say that you advocate for victims, then shouldn't you be advocating for all victims? Seems like to me they just create victims.
Yeah.
Right. Correct. And back them. And back the haters of victims. They're just as, they are what they claim they hate.
Exactly. Hey, Mr. Eve, how you doing? So,
I mean, if I have to play the hate again, I've got the entire chat, not the deleted version, the actual chat of everything that was said when big channels and small were coming at me. And I did not get one apology for the misinformation and outright lies on my name.
yeah, nothing.
With the mass amount of subgrabs that particularly Purple got, she should be fucking thanking me.
Amen, sister.
Same here. Preach it. You're right, Haven. She is going to have a field day with this one. Go for it, Purple. I don't give a shit.
Bring it.
This will be on public.
Yeah, it's important because it's the same as when I brought it up to Callie Dime in Dates' chat. This has been going on now for so long, and we have said nothing. You've had more than enough time to do something, just as you had to do about Enchanted Life Path. You ignored him. You happily chased Eve round YouTube, while Enchanted Life Path is saying some of the most vile things, and has been now for almost 3 years, about Michael Vaughan and his case and what could have potentially happened to him, except he puts that in very different wording. It's weird. It's like you're very blinkered. You're only attacking who you want to go after. It's personal.
Yeah.
That's not advocacy. That's personal grudge. And Pooh has the videos to prove it.
Yes, he does. Or she, whoever. I mean, hell, we're all Pooh. Who gives a fuck anymore? We're all Pooh. I mean, y'all are. I don't get called Pooh. And I'm hurt, too. I'm hurt by that. But you know what? I'm going to explain something to you, guys. All of you. That includes you, Caledon. Let me find the comment. Is it okay, Eve? I put it in the back. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we were just not interrupting
I hear you.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, what happened here? Am I on mute or something? I had to go check
No,
twice.
it's because we've been talking about crime sleuthing. You now expect to be interrupted every 0.2 of a second. But no, we have manners. Carry on.
Eve, are you okay with the comment I left in the back? If Eve can hear me.
She's probably doing baby things.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
All right.
wait till she sees it. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's all ridiculous. And it doesn't happen. It's like what Sally Mae said. What happened to the victims? What about them? Don't they matter? Because it seems like people forget them. And they focus more
I
on
totally
other
was. I had to. I'm back.
It's okay.
Go for it, Earth.
All right, let me go find it. You see this man right here, highlighted on my screen? This goes for everybody, including Kelly Dunn. You see this man? He didn't do jack shit to anybody. He doesn't talk. He doesn't go in the chats. Rarely does he. Unless his wife, who is right here. Unless his wife is in those comments or on panel.
Right.
He
He's a
hasn't done.
moderator. He's a moderator on his wife's channel. He's not a channel holder. This is where this grudge comes from. Carry on, Earth.
Yeah. But you guys sit in those chats and you go after him. For what? To get back at Eve. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't talk to you guys. He doesn't talk about you guys, but you guys felt the need to go after him.
Well, can
to
I
get
say
at
too
Eve.
that she, and I don't want to interrupt, but they
ahead.
talk about this doxing. They didn't just dox this man, they slandered him.
Yeah.
They slandered him all over the internet. They do it to all of us in our families. And nothing is ever done about it. They think it's completely fine as they cry, "We are the victims." No, again, you create them.
But in reality, what did he do? What did Mr. Eve do to anybody? What did he do? Besides moderate
his wife, is what in my opinion, he supported his wife. That's what he did.
Exactly.
He got punished for it.
Yep. And moderate for her channel. That's it. Well, Kelly Dunn, you got your own opinion. And I always fuck with 6 Up. I always do. That's why I love her so much. It's my girl. But here's the thing. Neither one of these people on my panel have done
Wait a minute. Did
anything.
Callie mention me? Are
No,
you? I mean, it's
she's
the. You're confused. You are
she's trying.
confused.
She's trying to do the most right now. Look,
You
Callie,
are
I
Hey,
confused.
know you
Tara.
don't understand Michael's case. That is quite clear. If you understood where those recordings came from, you would know it wasn't Eve that recorded them in order to
Mm-hmm.
put them out. You would know that, right? Yet
Yeah.
here you are telling everybody that that's a thing. You're in every chat telling everybody that that's a thing. You're in everybody's chat telling people that Eve has hurt Brandy and Michael's case. That is
Hey,
not a
Stars.
thing.
Go ahead, Stars.
Go to the person that recorded it and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
You
But you're,
hang with a bitch that fucks with people's real life, real cases, real cases where real victims are involved. You're fine with people attacking minors, doxing families. Get the fuck out of here. You don't fuck with me. Bitch, I don't fuck with you.
Yep. And I've known Six Up for, God, almost 2 years now. Going on that. But still, nobody's done anything but call out the bad behavior. But somehow that, we can't do that, right? Please. Do you know how many channels are out here reviewing bad behavior? But somehow a lot of us we're the bad ones. Just us, right? Just all of us. Okay. Good to know. But that's okay. We're just the shitheads on YouTube that have an opinion. But you know what? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But we know whose shit rolls down the fucking hill all the time, and it's not ours. We're the good people. We're the ones that call out the one.
I have a
Yeah, so
bathroom. I
do
don't need to shit on top of a hill.
me neither. You had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yep. No buckets here. Hey.
Hey, Tara, I love you too, honey. Hey, Tragedy Pimps. But seriously, I mean, you've got to be kidding. To think that, I don't know. I'm so lost for words. But that's the thing around here. You want to blame everybody, or you want to blame everybody around here for the bad behavior that you guys are doing. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that are showing the proof of it. But the proof is not good enough.
Stars,
I mean,
I
isn't that
agree.
right? Isn't that right, though? Yeah, she is right.
And again,
Go
they're
ahead, you guys
all
are in charge for a
happily
minute.
pointing fingers at Eve or at Six Up or at the Jerks or at anybody else and letting more than one fox into the hen house. More than one. Now they've welcomed the second, which is crime sleuthing. And it's just like, what are you doing? What are you even playing at? This woman literally records calls and puts them out on a consistent basis. And you're going to somehow go at Eve for putting out somebody else's recorded call that they released? What? What? Make it
And
make
she
Upside
was in the
down
group
You
world.
know
when it
what?
was going down. Look, here's the thing. Callie acts dumb with this, but she was involved in the group, sleuthing people, looking at things, knowing that the recorder of the calls, which was not me, was doing it to help the timeline. That wasn't making sense. It is what it is. But don't sit
Right.
here and act like you don't know, honey. And I never called CPS. Never. Not once.
But
Never
she's
would.
happy
Unless,
to let people believe that it was you. She's happy to draw that conclusion for people that it was you that did
right.
that.
But you know what?
She didn't want to correct the misinformation out there and continues to hate on me. So, no, we're not doing it.
Let me play something real quick because this comment that's popped up. Now, I played this once before. He's got a good point because I clipped this from their channel. Now I'm going to play something, and I want you guys to hear it because this might be what they said in their area of YouTube, but this needs to be heard all over YouTube.
It's like, look, one thing I wanted to say about this receipts thing, because everybody was like, oh, you don't got no. Look, the reason why we always talk about receipts is because that's how the boy operated. That's how Troll Avenue operated.
Yes.
If you can't prove what you're saying, then it didn't happen. Okay?
Jeffrey would be the first motherfucker to scream.
Right.
Get no membership.
So that's how we always operated. So therefore, if you're going to operate in our territory, then you need to operate by the way we used to operate. And then if you want to
Peggle would always say, prove the proof or it didn't happen.
Exactly. Prove the proof or it didn't happen.
Peggle always said that, and Perfect always said, facts are facts, and facts don't care about your feelings.
Exactly.
See, that right there is a general statement that needs to be heard all over YouTube, not just one community. It needs to be heard all over the community, every single one of them. And I stand by
Hi,
it.
babes.
Hey, how you doing, Tia?
I'm so freaking tired, but I'm good. Do you mind if I say something to the people on your panel first and foremost?
Go ahead. I'll full screen you. I'll full screen you for this one. AJ Marie.
I want to sit next to you on every single panel. I adore you.
Oh, you're welcome to anytime.
Likewise.
Oh my God, you made me laugh the other night so
There you
hard.
go.
It was so much fun. I just adored you.
But wait, now I'm not sitting next to Wee.
Sorry.
Oh my, we've started a fight.
Yep, here we go.
more
It's the
than
battle
enough
who gets to
way
sit
to
next
go
to me.
round. More than enough way to go round.
All right,
everybody.
all right. There, how's that? Is that better?
Me and Earth can chill together. We're all good
Yeah, we'll
down
chill.
here.
Yeah, we're good.
Eve, I have been accused of working with you. I've never met you. It is a pleasure to finally meet you.
Likewise. Maybe we can now. Might as well, since we're accused of it.
I would love it. I think LFT, you and I would have a fabulous time and true crime this bitch right up. And social
Word.
media, I have seen you before, but I've never met you. It's really nice to meet you. I just
Hello,
wanted
beautiful.
to
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Here's what I wanted to say to you guys, because I'm not part of DC and it terrifies me. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
girl,
lie.
you would be a good addition to it. Holy crap.
It terrifies me. But here's the deal. I'm the kind of person that when you have your eyes on me is when I straighten my shit up. Now that the drama community has their eyeballs all over us, not only do we walk the straight and narrow anyway, because we pull receipts. That's our job, just to show receipts. Literally in true crime, you show everything. But now it's like, oh, you got DC looking at you. Oh, bitch, you better have those receipts in triplicate now. So I'm just saying, y'all are watching. Cool beans. Thanks. We appreciate it. And now I'm nervous because now I'm really going to show my receipts.
Wait a second. What?
Oh gosh. Right. So she says
Okay,
that's
really?
absolute BS. So I
Oh my
get
God.
accused of putting Eve's husband's information out, even though I didn't.
God.
That's not what we said, but carry
No.
on, Kelly.
I didn't
But
even know
she-
them when that happened, first of all. I had no idea it happened until months after that.
Nobody accused you of putting her husband's stuff out. We're letting you know that's what happened. Her husband gets attacked. We didn't name you specific. If I wanted to name you specifically and say that you put it out, I would have named you right out. But did I?
Kelly Dime.
Absolutely
Kelly
not.
Dime.
No.
Prove it. Prove that CPS was called by that group of women and came to your house. Prove it.
Oh. See, I'm going to stay out of that part because I don't know. I wasn't here
And
for it.
Dictum, if while you're around, could you make yourself useful? Apparently, the media manager representative for the Vaughan family don't understand that I am not part of your crew. Could you clear that up for them real quick? Because
Yeah, please.
it seems to be confusing people, and I would like it rectified, as I'm sure you would. So if you could just do that, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Where are we on the crime sleuth? And P.S. I don't have this woman's information. I didn't receive this woman's information. I'm not doxing her. Prove it. Fucking put out your proof. Stop threatening me and put out your proof. Put up or shut the fuck up. I'm done. Call an attorney and sue me. I'm over it. If you think you have a case, that's fine. But let me remind you, Twat Waffle, that we have over 60 hours of your lies. And I have all the receipts. Never once have I doxed a human being, and I certainly wouldn't start with you. Believe me, that ain't the one.
Just sue everybody when she can't even pay $1,000 pledge she made or
Right.
pay for her treatment. I won't say
I'm
that.
so sick
No.
of being accused of this bullshit. If I did it, believe me, I'd be standing up saying, I did it. It's fine. Yeah, call me out. Cool beans. Didn't do it. Don't have it. There's no email. I wasn't with Melissa Jade on some wackadoodle email that's whatever you think is going around. Listen, little fantasy land that you have going on in your head, take my character out. I'm not interested. Stay away from us. Don't talk about us. Or if you do, sue, get it over with, because I'm coming with my lawyer too. I'm not playing with you anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. I have hit my limit. I told you that last week. And now you keep bringing my name up for bullshit that I have nothing to do with. I have been quiet. I have left you alone. Knock it the fuck off. Stop. I responded to your video accusing me. That community post was a response to you. It was not me attacking you. It was me responding. You can't be the victim and the player at the same time. You can't coach and play on the field. Don't fucking work that way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Amen.
Good, baby. That's a good one. Good job. But I'm
They
gonna
want
say
to take the criticism part out of fair use. Like, it doesn't work like that. Just because you don't like what somebody's saying doesn't give you the right to copyright strike somebody. That's not the way it fucking works.
Right, I have heard several creators try to peddle that myth recently, and it is a myth because all you have to do is look at the copyright law and you can already see that's been disproven. You don't even need to go and see a lawyer. It's free. You just read it, understand it, simples. But for her to start claiming that you have to be supportive, that's not how that goes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. We can explain it to you, but we cannot understand it for you.
You're okay, Pearl. You're okay.
This is it's gone on too long. I thought maybe icing her out would be the best idea because, leave her alone and let her deal with whatever her health issues are, all the things. And no, she still keeps going. It's like, oh, Melissa Jade and Laura, I feel for you girls. I really do. Like, just Jesus. Whatever you have, Crime Sleuth, and you put it out or you call a lawyer because now you are harassing me. I have responded to you. I'm done responding. Call a lawyer and sue me. For what? I don't know. Defamation and slander is pretty tough to prove. You know what isn't? Let me tell you what isn't. Libel.
Ooh, I love that word.
You know why that's not tough to prove? Because you wrote it. So just keep circling the drain, sister. Just keep circling the drain.
I've just come up with the most diabolical plan. Bear with me, it's going to sound dicey, but I think I'm onto something. Crime Sleuthing and Enchanted Life Path, that crazy person, they need to hook up together because they're both obsessed with conspiracies that run across YouTube. He could help her, she could help him. They could be the most glorious little match team. It would be fabulous. They could both get matching outfits. Fantastic. I think it would be splendid.
I agree. I'm over it. I'm sick and tired of, getting screenshots and, oh, she's talking about you again. For what? For what? I haven't doxed you. I don't care about you. That's the whole issue right there is I told her I don't care.
Oh,
I
but that's
don't
it
care.
though. But that's it though. She's got a clip of you saying that you received what Voices got on your
Really?
stream. Yeah, that's why
Okay.
I got it
All
pulled
right.
up. So we're gonna play it before I end. Then we're gonna play it, girl. So
All right.
Crime Sleeping. But you know what, Crime Sleeping, you forget again for the umpteenth time. I was up on that panel. I
All
was
right.
there.
Listen, when you sue
Duh.
me, you can have my phone. How about that? You can take my phone, my computer. I don't give a shit because I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide.
Yep.
And again, 60 hours of you lying. So, okay.
A lot
do you
of us
wanna
have
play?
you recorded, honey. You forget. We're review channels. We're clip channels. We record everything. We screenshot everything. You know why I screenshot everything? Because I put it in my clips. Go look. Some of them are open. I haven't quite opened all the 200 videos.
Welcome to all the new members, by the way. Welcome. Come on in. Earth just reopened her membership. You can find the handy dandy little membership button on your screen. Go join it. Wonderful things happen there. I can't tell you about them all because it would freak you out, but you'll have a great
Pimping me
time.
out. She's pimping me out.
I would love for Pearl to just sit with me and talk to me. I don't even care what she says. Everything she says is brilliant.
It's musical. Yes, it is musical.
You're right.
She says
same shit.
She says it so lovely. I mean, if Pearl's to tell you to fuck off, you fuck off. Not only do you do it, but you do it with joy. Because you're like, well, she said it so lovely. I just have to do it now.
This is a Terminator YouTube.
Earth, can I play a sound bite for the new members? And because someone said it was annoying that I use sound bites and all that on my channel, can I just do one?
Go ahead. I'll get to everybody at the end of the show.
Yeah. How can you not like that?
I think that's cute. I think that's cute.
Welcome in, Queen Bella. Welcome.
Hey, Mac. Tara. Oh, good Lord. This is crazy. All of this is crazy, Crime Sleuth. Why do you have to put everybody through this? I mean, is it really that necessary? Why am I the last one? Eve, get back over there.
She gives me anxiety.
Sorry, I'm squirrely.
She gives me anxiety, and I
right?
I don't have anything to do with her. We don't want to talk about her. We don't want to learn about her. We don't want to work with her.
I can't.
Pearl.
Pearl, I already have the ad in my head. You're going to be busy. I have it in my head.
Look, if she wanted to be Krama, she could have just came out the gate. But she wants the best of both worlds, and it just doesn't work here.
Right? She made a whole announcement. What was it? Yesterday, the day before? I'm losing track of time now because the posts are coming thick and fast. That she was done with drama. Then she made a video saying the same thing over again. Then she went over to another channel that claims itself to be a drama channel and was in there, a place where she holds her wrench. So again, make it make sense. Anybody grab your whiteboard, pieces of string, you name it. We need diagrams, we need printouts, we need one of those little pointer thingies, all the things.
I'm working on it. And
we need one of the pointer thingies?
Yep.
I believe that is the technical term, Way.
It is, yeah. Yep.
Hey, Amanda. Who? How dare you? How dare you put that saying in my chat? How dare you?
I'm gonna
Bang.
hop down. I'm exhausted. I have
All
been
right, baby
running
girl.
around all day, and I just am over all of this BS. But I want you to have the best
Oh,
stream ever and have some fun, and I'll be listening. And it was it really truly was a pleasure meeting you ladies. I haven't met you before. I've been accused of it. Now I have.
Well, as I was
Haters
telling
bringing us together. It's wonderful.
As I was telling the others earlier, now that we're part of this official conspiracy on YouTube, apparently, I'm going to request that Dates makes us ID badges. We've seen her creative tendencies when she did the baby shower. I think they would be beautiful. I really want
yeah.
to see what the Dates name tags look like. I think they would be stunning.
Agreed.
Yeah. Maybe we can get
Oh,
shirts, a little hoodie. I don't know.
Mr. Eve says I have an addiction to Deets on the Streets panel. And I went, yeah, you're right. I do. I got to stay away from the panel because I've been on a lot. But I'm
oh, Mr.
hoping.
Eve, come on. We love having Eve up here.
I said, well, what if I bring you with me? He's like, okay.
You can come too, I suppose.
Come on, you can come up too.
Well, I have somebody here with me that wants to say hello. It's JBT.
Oh.
JBT.
What the hell is going on
Hey,
here?
JBT, how are you?
Hey.
There is so much happening in this chat and on this platform. I cannot keep up.
I was having more fun being in a bad mood. Then everybody came in here and started going off and having some fun. I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have paid attention to everybody.
Well,
We
you wanted
turned
to
that
say
bus
hello,
right
didn't
round.
you? We sure did.
I know.
All
How dare
right,
you?
y'all. I'm gonna hop down. I hope you
Hi,
have a
Tia.
great night. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you
Bye,
for
baby girl.
Bye,
everything,
Tia.
Archie.
See you soon, Tia.
Bye,
Nice
baby.
meeting you.
All right,
It's the
give me
happy
my
bus
spot
now.
back. Give me my spot back. You guys can sit together. How you doing, JBT? You doing all right?
He already left the room now.
Oh,
He
thanks.
just wanted to say hey to
Well,
everyone.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye then.
But yeah, I mean, this is not necessary.
But there can be a good thing that comes out of this. I'm one for let's look for where we can move forward. There have been things happening to do with the case that I briefly mentioned a few minutes ago that not very many people are aware of unless they're neck deep in the middle of it. And I think those things are important for others to see, especially other advocates with experience, all that kind of stuff that could maybe help to start to correct things a little bit, because it's all got so out of control that this really is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There is too much craziness happening. Crime sleuthing, with all of the greatest respect I can muster if I am channeling my inner Dates, God bless us all. You cannot sue everyone. You're going to be subject to criticism. People aren't going to like you. That happens to us all, no matter who you are. But if you go around telling lies about people, they will push back. That's how that works. Now, if you're suggesting that Earth and the other people on your list have doxed you, put out the proof. Not in 6 weeks from now, 6 months from now. Do it. Show the entire internet. And then you'll have people on your side then. But you can't just make claims and not back it up.
Especially if you're threatening to sue and you actually don't have the backup, you're intimidating someone, which is harassment under Oklahoma law and in Texas and typically everywhere. So are you using that to intimidate people, or do you have legitimate claims and the will to sue. If you don't, I suggest you stop it.
Yeah, it's a big no on that. I think these creators are taking it, well, I know they are from experience. They're taking a little bit too far with the, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get a protection order. I'm going to take you to court when we're all on a public platform. And also I'd like to reiterate, not everybody's a stalker because we review your content and we don't like it. We're just watching shit on a public platform and we want to talk about it. It's really simple. It's not that fucking hard.
Right. Paying attention to details is not the same as peeping in through somebody's windows. Those two things are very different. I'm sorry for you that if you've managed to get through life that somehow your life has been so boring that you think people speaking about you is stalking you. You've been very sheltered. You've had a great go at it, but this ain't it.
Well, and that's the thing though. And plus, when you're threatening to sue people, do you know how many states you would have to go to sue them? That's a lot of states. That's a lot of money that you'd have to use to travel. That's more money you'd have to put out to travel to these states than you would have to put out for a lawyer.
Don't give her any ideas, Earth. I mean, you know what? We have
One-
another Betty on our hands.
To tie
Yeah,
again
but that's
a
the thing
couple of
though. But that's the thing though. Betty's a lot smarter than that. Betty is, when she's done with you, she's done with you. She's gonna toss you out, and she's gonna go to the next person. But this one latches on like a freaking hook to fish.
Betty on that recording knew exactly
Mhm.
what Crime Sleuthing was trying to do. I'm not a Betty supporter by any
Mm-mm.
stretch of the imagination. Anyone will tell you that. And I had the same conclusion. You could see, you could feel it, what Crime Sleuthing was trying to elicit
Yeah.
from Betty. And it was wrong, especially for somebody that you even have the most glancing of working relationships with on the most tenuous of circumstances. It was a bad move. Then putting the recording out, bad move. Then lying about it, bad move. There's been so many bad moves, and that is only one situation. We're on to the umpteenth situation at this point in the umpteenth case.
Oh yeah. It's the calls that threw me for a loop. How many there were. That's what threw me for a loop. I can give fuck all about anything else, but it was how many calls there were.
The thing is, Mr. Eve, there would be a case. I mean, there would be. They've lied about my background. They lie about a lot of people's backgrounds. There would be a case, but the thing is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. That has to depend on each person individually, what they're going through personally and how it's affecting them. I mean, but the shit does affect us.
Yeah.
Following that train of thought, when Crime Sleuthing was having issues with Nicolina, again, whether you're a fan or not, Crime Sleuthing of either party, Crime Sleuthing ran across the YouTube screaming and yelling that she was in danger. She was in witness protection. She said this multiple places, again, publicly. I can't even begin to tell you how wrong that would be, but okay, Crime Sleuthing, go on with your bad self. She went and did that everywhere, then announced she was suing Nicolina. That hasn't happened. And we're going through the same cycle all over again. You don't need to do that. People aren't, look, we're not going to get on. That's fine. We can ignore each other. But if you put out created content that misleads people in a case, the other people who are invested in it have something to say about it. And if you're going to attack people and their private situations, such as Six Up and Eve, again, just as examples here, because that's what you were happily part of, and then cry, literally cry, because your family could be in danger, did you even for a millisecond consider their families? Did you?
Absolutely not. And do you know that during a
Mhm.
time when certain things were happening in my real life, these people didn't even know who I was, but they were completely okay with what they did.
Yeah. You guys didn't consider the danger you put Six Up in or her family, did you? Nope. But did you guys care? No.
And Eve has small children, and everybody knows that. She has
Mhm.
talked about that. She has small children in her home, but you guys didn't think about that.
Nope.
I mean, you're putting on the internet that a man has done something not good, and he has children in his home, and you think it's a joke. A joke.
Yeah. But you guys are okay with it, right? But then you guys turn around and bitch, moan, and groan when it happens to you. But you want us, more specifically, the people that have already had their stuff put out there, you want them to feel bad for you? Ain't happening. No.
That's not morbid.
And I'm actually being serious about that because you know what?
No, in the chat. In the chat.
Somebody get rid of it, please. Rapper, get out of here. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for you, Rapper. And yes, I know it's you, Rapper. You and your 1,000,000,001 accounts. Fuck
We've
off.
seen you everywhere with the
Yeah.
same account.
I'm sorry, I just hit him. You can unhide him if you want. I was
No.
happy. It's been a long time.
Nope, go ahead. I got happy wrenches in here. They ain't afraid to throw them right between your eyes. And I've got several of his accounts in my block list anyway. He's actually gathering up more dust. But still, don't cry when it happens to you because you guys were all involved in going real life on two of these very people on my panel, in my chat too. So don't expect anybody to feel bad for you because it ain't gonna happen.
I feel bad for the innocent, right? Children
Mhm.
that didn't
Children.
ask for their parents to be fucking douchebags.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, Brandon.
I know, and I didn't mean everyone. I didn't mean like nobody cared. I mean over there, nobody cared. I absolutely know that people did care and people supported me the whole time that I was not on YouTube. I believe me, guys, I have some of the best friends that I've ever had in my whole life. And that's the good thing that came out of all the toxic shit that goes on YouTube is there are good people. So surround yourself with them. Surround yourself with good people, simple, better people.
Well, but that reminds me of something
Hi,
else.
Uni Angel. I hope you're doing well, honey. I love you too. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I had shared a post about a week or so ago from Brooks, Crime Lines and Lies, who had just happened to spot, apparently 3 days later, the thing about the altered flyer for Sebastian Rogers, who is still missing, by the way. That's crucially important in all of this. But Brooks had put out this post, and at the end of it, it said, "Do better." And Crime Sleuthing's friends somehow managed to read that post and take it as me saying, "Do better." What? Well,
The hell?
it was literally quoted like it's a screenshot. I don't know. Again, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. I don't know what to tell you. Your friend wrote that. She about your
Wait,
other friend. She wrote that. Yeah.
the same one that had a fake relationship with Stacy Wandra is now
Yep.
the moral police. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Do better. Do better. Eh?
Hey, Fancy. Oh my god. Oh, you mean the same one that Pigeon wouldn't call out, but instead go after Eve? Okay, got it. Good. Good
Yep.
to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. My goodness, man, people are just so. Oh my god,
Man, they really thought they had something when Brooke from Crime Lines and Lies lied on me and said
right?
that I fudged the Stacey Wandra geolocation data, which is not possible. I've already proven it, and never said a word.
Yep.
And the lab joined on it. The lab joined in on it.
Right. Crime Sleuthing was the one who claimed to be the data expert in that situation. Again,
Right.
love that for her. But she was the one that did that, and now everybody wonders why we have an opinion.
Oh, but heaven forbid we have an opinion. Heaven forbid we have an opinion. Because see, we can't have an opinion around here. It's impossible. We're not allowed, right?
I do what I want.
Exactly. I do whatever the fuck I
Exactly.
want. I do whatever the fuck I want. Everybody knows that.
We're not going to worry about AB or AB 2.25, I believe it was. Nobody cares. You don't do anything, but be miserable. It's okay, honey. We see it from a mile away. Calm down and stop it. Just stop it.
Right.
Too, I am telling you, the Karening is out of control. I'm scared for everybody. Sorry, but I am.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm in. I can understand it. It's too much at this point. Lord knows there's a lot of things I want to say, but they would get Earth in trouble there if I said them. I'm nope. I'm flicking through the Rolodex of no, don't say it. But yeah, it's interesting how this is going to go, because it will show the character of some
I
people
have
for what they
that.
actually are.
I have that. What else do I have? Oh, I have something for we. Let's see. What do I have for we?
Hey, Earth, I'm going to jump down and go get some coffee made for my stream. I love you.
Okay, babe.
Thank you
I
for
love you
having
too,
me
honey.
up.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
You're welcome. I'll see you in a
Yes, I
bit.
got to jump down too.
It was good to be up here with you, sitting next to you.
Oh, it's been the best panel having everybody up here. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that everybody also feels the reassurance of each other. There's a lot of people that have been put through hell because of pure spite. And well, I think it's time that other people get to know what happened and understand.
What do I have this up?
Me too. I love you guys. I'll see you all in a little bit.
All right, babe. Love you too.
Likewise.
Love you.
Yeah, I got to jump down and eat and take care of little babies. But
All right, honey.
Thank you, Earth, for letting me have a panel to talk about all of this stuff. And
of course, anytime, honey.
All right, bye.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
All right, the one thing I am going to do before I do shut down is I'm going to play the clip I'm going to play the stream from LFT and TS and Crime Sleeping. You're going to see. And you better put those listening ears on, clean them out first with some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip or cotton ball, whichever one you prefer. Clean those ears out and listen, because they never were sent anything on you. So, again, it's time to prove you wrong. Once again. And you're just ridiculous. Everything about you is just ridiculous. Can't stand you. You just get on my nerves. Anytime, Mr. Eve, and you have a wonderful night, okay?
Oh, can I give something else a little shout out for some
Go
other
ahead.
people that may not realize if they want to hear another piece to this epic story, because it feels like it goes on for 400 years.
Go for it.
Because every time you blink, there's something else. Voice for the Voiceless was on Queen Bee's panel and today, and she had made a wider statement on the things that she had said the last time that she was on Earth's panel. So to clarify, in short, she said that she cannot prove that the person that called the police was actually crime sleuthing. And I would agree with that. Just the same way when people accuse Eve of calling CPS, they can't prove that. So if you can't prove it, there's nothing you can do. You can have your assumptions, but unless you have proof, that's all it is. But she went on to further explain her part in the fact that she only wants it to be clear that she didn't go creating a channel to put up a video from a couple of years ago on crime sleuthing. She didn't do any of that stuff. Like most people, and as I know a few people have a problem with me doing, when you see somebody's name like that, if you've been around the internet for a hot minute, you type in their little name to the search bar and you see what comes up. It's interesting. It's almost like there's a whole little engine that does that for you. It's fabulous. It then brings you things to find about people. You don't need to dig for their address. You don't need any of that, but it does bring up some very interesting information. So when Crime Sleuthing wants to accuse this one and that one of doxing or stalking, harassing, targeting her and her minor, I don't know what. Thankfully we have, anyway, she is going to get herself in further trouble. She has now lumped Queen Bee into her little hit list, which is going to go badly for her as well. You're not going to get the reception you want here, Crime Sleuthing. The best thing you could do is stop what you're doing, reevaluate, and move forward. If you want to draw a line under it, you apologize and keep it pushing. But if you keep digging at people the way you're doing on a daily basis, they will push back. They will. And just like your ex-friend, Purple Phoenix, you are not retaliating when you have thrown the first stone. You're the aggressor in that situation, just as you were in that video laying hands on a qualified clergyman. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Not that you'll listen. You don't listen to anybody. Please listen. Otherwise, we'll all have opinions. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you. Thank you. So you can find that on Queen Bees. Yes.
And she'll be here all day. We'll be here all day. But it'll be up to her if she, I don't know, signs, autographs. That'll be up to her. I get the first one, though. But anyway, but yeah, everything she said. And I did watch Queen Bees. I was going to pop it up, but I think we put it gently and she put it nicely. And everything she said is exactly what happened on Queen Bees. Now you guys can go and watch exactly what happened on Queens. And Crime Sleuthing, girl, you done messed up with that one. God forgive you. That's all I could say. I love the TED Talk with me. Aw. Love you, little Ewok. Yeah.
I was muted. I was about to say that's my last attempt at bringing it to an end. It'll not come to an end. It won't come to an end if it's ignored. It won't come to an end if it's not addressed. It won't come to an end if we, turn a blind eye.
Thanks, Rocco.
So what can you do?
Pearl. See, Pearl was right. I control. And Pearl's got jokes. See, Pearl, she cracks me up. She does.
Look, I've been
But
saying
me-
this for weeks now. I'm just waiting on Crime Sleuthing to tell me her dog has stepped on a bee. When she does that, I have several videos that will be complete at that point. If you could just fill in my own little personal bingo card there, Crime Sleuthing, I would appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, because see, when I troll, I do it for fun. And when I do troll, I just play people's words against them. That's all I do. And I clap back at the bullshit that you pull. That's all I do. And it's not trolling, to be honest. No, it's not. It's just calling you out for the things that you've done. Now, when it comes to the things that you've done, yeah, that's going to get called out. So technically, it's not trolling. It's not harassment. I mean, harassing. I'll give you a little. I'll give you the short version of it. Harassing is coming to your comment section and just nonstop commenting. Have you seen any of that from me? No, you haven't. Have you seen me in your chat commenting while you're live? No, you haven't. So how am I harassing you? Because if you're going to call me out, you might as well call out everybody in the chat that you're being talked about. You can't just pick and choose. No.
Oh, talking of picking and choosing, that reminds me of another thing that everyone needs reminded of. Savage, a few nights ago, had put
Ooh.
out her receipts that we'll probably go over another time, I'm assuming, Earthia, of her end of the call that Crime Sleuthin had said that Savage was lying about and had got too excited about and carried away about.
Yeah.
And needless to say, they don't tell the same tale. I can nearly get my words out. Tell the same tale. Avery went on Laura, Perplex QT or Perplex TC, went on her channel and told her part in the story. Lo and behold, it aligns exactly with Savage's. Savage has proof.
Yeah.
The outlier in that story is the one and only Crime Sleuthin.
Oh, yes. Lord have mercy. And Crime Sleuthing, what did I tell you when you lie on Savage? What did I tell you? Shall I play it, we? It's only 19 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. This is what happens when you lie on Savage.
News 13 wishes anyone who is not participating in this year's purge a safe evening, and for those releasing the beast, a successful cleanse.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yep, there's a lot of shipmates in this chat. There's a lot of shipmates all across the sector. We have all seen very similar things, very weird things from you, Crime Sleuthin, and that's not going to play out well.
Nope. I've been with that woman for going on 2 years. And I know one thing about her. She is one woman you don't want to lie on. Never. And she made that quite clear already, just a couple nights ago. The woman sitting right next to me right here on panel, she was in that chat too. Would you like me to tell you what she said? Nah, I think I'll leave that one alone. See, even Anna here, right here, she's one of the shipmates too. She's part of that channel. She's in that chat too. Mystery's in there too. Yep.
That's where it gets wild, because it's like, don't believe your own eyes, don't believe your own ears, believe what Crime Sleuthin tells you. What? No.
And see, Tia, that's the thing with me. I've always kept an open panel. You got a problem with anybody in chat? Come up here, dish it out. I'll sit back and let you two beef it out. But if things get carried away, then I'll chime in. I've always said, always, I will hold an open panel. I've always said that. Better than that. Come on up, have some fun. But if you guys got a problem, I suggest just coming up here and have it out. Don't do anything in my chat. Yep, that's what I always do. So, Crime Sleeping, have you cleaned out your ears yet? Because I want you to listen. And trust and believe I do have Tia's permission. I've already talked to her before I started the stream. You're okay, Tia. So, here we go. Listen up closely. And if this is too fast, let me know. I'll slow it down.
And it boom, 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 boom everywhere. And she said, well, in it. And just, I can't.
Well, the apology
I hope she sticks to it.
The apology that she gave was very reminiscent to another apology that I heard recently. And I was appalled. It was, here's not how you apologize. If we're going to give 2 examples of how you don't apologize, those 2 creators are how you don't apologize for fucking up. She wouldn't come under here, yeah. Well,
she apologized like she was, well, Penny Monroe may come in, and there's another one. I'll say it. Proof or nah. I mean, come talk to me again. And I just.
Okay, she has spent that money 3 times over. Unless she's getting millions. And God, here's the thing. I hope things.
No, remember, everything that these 2 ladies are saying on their panel is everything Crime Sleuthing has said, and still saying on her little panel tour that she's going on. Everything. That's all it is. So, let's just put that out there. Just remember that. This is not them digging into you, Crime Sleuthing. This is all you on panels. Same thing what we all have on record. You on panel saying these exact words. Everything.
Shout out to LFT having her best Top Gun / Berlin moment in the chat with she literally takes my words away. I'm imagining Tia on a motorbike shooting past. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, I tell you.
Right? LOT was cracking me up that night in the chat, especially when she went off. I was like, "What?" My eyes literally fell out of my head.
God, that was choked.
That was literally the reason I jumped up there.
I love when apologies include but. Yeah, that makes my head spin around. Yes, Shimang.
No, it really actually does make her head spin around.
Yeah, when you say I love you, but, or I apologize, but, you have just negated everything you said before the but. Everything is gone, and all I heard is but. And nothing makes me, that phrase and the other phrase that will set me aflame is, I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh, you're going to be sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you very much. You are not sorry that I feel this way, but you're going to be sorry.
I can stand by it. This AT and I battle each other on this sometimes. I stand by, I'm sorry that what I said or did made you feel that way. And that kind of gets her in another headspin that sends her to 7 shades of mad that you don't want to see either. You live in
I love this girl right here, Heather. I love her.
Don't give me that face.
I'm not giving it to you. I was reading. Sorry. Seems I sent a boatload of info on Grimes. Ooh. Oh, you got sent. Oh my gracious. Oh, listen. There's 2 words, or 1 word that I don't like when Voices says, and I told her this. I don't want to bind her. So the rat. She got 6 months. I don't want to bind her.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but who else has a binder? 3 initials. BHB. She's got binders too. Well,
yep.
Let me dumb it down. Binder. She's got one too. Is that where you're picking Crime Sleuthing? Are you going to start picking up habits from BHB? Because it seems like you want to go the route that she's going. You want to be just like, are you emulating her or something? Is that who you want to be?
Again, in the interest of fact, Voices, I had made a community post the other day because I don't know how to contact her privately in any way. I was just like, I'll do it here.
Yeah.
I put it on the community post. Could you make time to go over and talk to this other creator? Because apparently they have no idea about any of the things about Crime Sleuthing. And she said she had already tried that. She had already informed the person. Again, this person who claims to have a safe space for the family of Michael Vaughan. Can you see what's about to go down there? It doesn't take you to be psychic to figure it out. And that's why it was hurting my heart the other night. That's why I called out Callie Dime. Again, I'll mention her name because these people claim to advocate for that family. And they have brought the fox into the hen house and are going to stand there and watch and wait for it all to go sideways.
Gotcha. Binders, files, thumb drives of information on people who they have an ass hair across. Very true, Lenny. Very true.
And nothing makes me, that phrase and the other phrase that will set me aflame is, I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh, you're going to be sorry. Fuck you. Fuck you very much. You are not sorry that I feel this way, but you're going to be sorry.
I can stand by this 18. I battle each other on this sometimes. I stand by. I'm sorry that like what I said or did made you feel that way, and that kind of gets her in another headspin that sends her to 7 shades of mad that you don't want to see either. You live and you learn. Look, don't give me that face.
I'm not giving it to you. I was reading. Sorry. Seems I sent a boatload of info on Grimes. Ooh. Oh, you got sent. Oh my gracious. Oh, listen. There's 2 words. Or 1 word that I don't like when Voices says, and I told her this. I don't want to bind her. I think it's other breath. She got 6 letters. I don't want to bind her. Don't bind her up.
Can you start calling it a dossier? Like if you have anything on, speak for myself. You can. And I'm sure that's going to be a thick one and a real page turner if you do get one. Will you just refer to it as a dossier? Because I just want to love it.
Dossier.
I just want to be slightly. Can you just? I don't want to bind her. I want a dossier.
We just hit number 9.
I think in terms of crime sleeping. Shut up. We just hit number 9. I think in terms of crime sleeping, I think there's a way that it's going to be hard back from something like this. I think for myself, if I was in her position, just because of what.
Melissa Jade, someone else got an email too.
Do they need to join the support group because we meet every Wednesday
while we're wearing pink? I'm so sick of being called a mean girl. I'm not a mean girl. I can be, but I'm not. I'm not leading the charge on anything. I'm telling you how I feel.
Okay, so here's this. They weren't sent anything. Hey, Annabella, honey. You sweet thing. You're so sweet. See, Crime Suthan, they weren't sent anything on you. I don't know where you got that from. You might as well just play the clip now. Because, see, I can always come back and replay this. It doesn't matter to me either way, but they weren't sent anything on you. Now, like I said before, whatever voices and Melissa J were sent, that's on them. It has nothing to do with Tia or LFT. Nothing. Not a thing. But you want to take that as doxing. I mean, girl. What freaking planet do you live on? Like, seriously. Because, because Melissa J was up here. You heard what she said. I don't give a fuck. Clip it. And I get full permission from anybody that can clip from my channel. I don't care. I don't strike anybody. Never have. Never will. So, where's the... Where did you...
Rainbow Mom. I was thinking it and I didn't do it. And I'm like,
Oh, I'm just now seeing the comment. Oh my god, I'm done. I'm done. Y'all just made me lose my train of thought. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Just made me lose my train of thought with that one.
It couldn't avoid being addressed because it's perfect. I feel validated. I feel seen.
You guys are hilarious. Thanks for making me lose my train of thought. I appreciate y'all so much. So much.
Look, you have to laugh at this craziness. Otherwise,
I know.
we would all be locked away somewhere. We can't. You just can't. There's only so much of the nuttiness we can tolerate.
That's what
You
planet
know?
she's from. She's like, it had to be said. So again, put out the clip where they have stated they were sent anything by voices. Zal will pull up the part where voices came up on panel. I will pull that up if need be, because I'm gonna guarantee you right now, never happened. I was up there shortly thereafter. Did you get that? Do I need to say it slower? Do you want me to say it in 30-second intervals? Because I can't, just so you can comprehend it. So I know comprehension is a very big word for a couple people, yourself included. I didn't think so. LFT. I think it's more of a meteor than an actual planet. But still, need I say more? So back off these ladies. Leave them alone. And the fact that you called them a scammer and you went after a family girl, what in the fuck is wrong with you? See, at the end of the day, I proved it. I proved they weren't scammers. And there's a lot of people that stand behind them. So back off of them. Leave them be. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You're just mad because you could not fulfill the pledge. So, anything else?
Oh, there'd probably be 9 million things. Yeah, it's going to be epic. But look, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe she will surprise us all. Maybe everyone. Tonight when we go to sleep, we'll lay our little heads down on the pillow. Tia will lay her head down on my lap. It's nice and furry. Oh. She'll go to sleep. We'll wake up in the morning. And Crime Sleuthing will have had a whole change of heart. She will wake up refreshed, ready to take on the day, no longer just bitching at people and spreading lies across YouTube. We could be in a whole different place.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt it, but we could be.
So in the meantime, you know what, you guys? Go sub up to the Cypher Podcast. Go check out their content. They do amazing work. These two are very, very lovely ladies. So do me that favor. Go sub them up.
And they follow through on their commitments.
They sure do. All the time. And I have mad respect for them. So, would you like to do the honors and drop 6UP's link in the chat while I go through these?
Do you realize I have it ready and everything? I'm being so efficient.
Oh, well, hallelujah, you got it all.
Look at this.
Okay, well, I got my 6UP here. Remember, for 5 months. I love you. More truth for the missing. Welcome to memberships. Thank you. We got Dutchy. Thank you, honey. Dutchy, I hope you're feeling better. You get better soon. Oh, we got Troublemaker Tara. I love Tara. That's my girl right there. Thank you, AMAC, honey. I appreciate you, sweetie. Queen Bella, thank you, honey bunny. It's okay, Tony. Your secret's safe with me. Thank you for the $2 super chat, sweetheart. Feeling the love tonight. Well, I'm glad. Thank you, Tits, for being a new member. And girl, you better check your damn DMs. Shit. Shouldn't be ignoring me. And thank you, Iris, for being a new member, honey. I appreciate it. Now, if I missed anybody, I will post a community wall like I always do. And I will thank you. And I hope everybody has a good night. Please go join 6UP's live. Go give her a big earth raid and a wee raid. Because if you guys haven't noticed, we, Frosty Ewok here, so sweet, she made this little emoji here, a little wee Frosty Ewok sitting on top of Earth. It's so cute.
I mean, why not?
It's so adorable. I love it. But thank you guys for being here. Shavane, you're adorable. I love you. Lenny, I love you. I am covered in white paint. Lenny. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope I made a valid point, Crime Sleuthin. Don't accuse me of doxing you. Do I make myself quite clear? Unless you've got the proof to show for it, put it out. Do it. And that is an order. Don't fuck with me. Understand? And like I always say, don't underestimate me. All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. And head on over to 6UPs. I'll put the link in the chat again because she is going to be slightly overlapping, but taking her own spin on what has been happening. And her commentary is fire. So head on over there. You will hear wonderful things.
Give her the big earth and we raid. And we'll see you guys over there. Take care, guys.
Bye.